welcome. Thank you for downloading episode 108 of Suplex City Limits for May 6th, 2017. Puff Puff Pass. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious. And you couldn't give a blacker last name to a whiter guy.
Tyler Fudge. But see, this is the thing. I'm white fudge. You know those dream bars? That's what you get when you see me, a dream.
Tyler Fudge, Dream Bar. Today we're joined by our good buddy Scotty from the Sat Pod once again. How goes it, buddy?
Good day, lads.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sirs.
I was so excited. I hopped out of bed all spry and ready. Sent Jim 2 good morning messages.
2 good morning messages.
And then he made fun of me. He was like, "Oh, you're spry and chipper this morning."
I didn't even get one good
up.
morning message like the fucking loser that I am. God damn you.
Dude, I had a wrestling fucking marathon until like 4 in the morning, so. On today's show, we'll fucking talk about some New Japan, with some WCPW, because I watched a bunch of that shit. Raw, Payback, Charlotte's Tits. What else we got to talk about? X-Pac and his method.
Yeah.
Oh, the X-Pac fucking story.
The only news stories we have is like someone relapsed and someone was naked, because that's the kind of high-end fucking wrestling podcast you've come to expect from us. But you can follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. We have t-shirts available at Pro Wrestling Tees, and you can also donate on Patreon. As I try to pull up my Patreon list. Oh, fail.
Shocking.
You're fired. Oh, yeah. Good. Well, that's just great then. Let's see. Patreon. We have shout-outs to Casey, Wrestling Soup, the Miz guy. His payment cleared, dude. You want to talk
That's
about
so fucked. How much money did he give you?
I'm not telling you how much money he gave us.
Was it more than $1?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Honestly, guys, Ms. Guy sent me a direct message on Twitter the other day.
Did he want you on his podcast?
No, he was telling me how funny and good my podcast was.
Yeah, maybe he likes us now. Maybe he doesn't into you guys'
Hey,
show
you guys
anymore.
have it, man. We're glad to not have that listener. We came over, I was like, is that mean to say? And I was like, well, it's Suplex City Limits. I'm sure I'll say something worse later.
He kind of scares you, or what?
Oh, yeah, he's pretty freaky.
He's from Canada, too, it says. See, so I'm in a whole other world.
I have no idea what he's like. I don't know what his deal is. I emailed him back and I was just like, "Is this some kind of troll? Like, is this a trick?" And he never ever messaged me back.
The guy gave us money, so shout out to you. Thank you for helping support the show. Infamous Chris Savage continues to donate. Thank you. And Keith Martin. I just want to say his name as fast as possible.
$1 guy.
Yeah, because I want to say his name as fast as possible because he only donated $1.
Hey, Keith Martin, thanks to you. You're supporting the show. We love you here at the Suplex City Limits.
Look at that.
Catch you every
He's
Wednesday.
not even a full-time co-host. He's better than I am.
Yeah.
What happens when you get guys who listen every week?
Yeah, dude. He's ready. Also, shout out to Ivan Rodriguez for buying a fucking Suplex City Limits classic logo tee on our Pro Wrestling Tees. Thank you, sir. I have his phone number here. Remember, I threatened to call people who buy shirts. I thought about calling this guy up, you know?
We really should. We really should.
Really? We should call him, like, live on the show. That would be fucking awesome, dude. Ivan Rodriguez. But he didn't hit me up on Twitter or anything. Dude, if you're on Twitter, man, hit me up, Ivan Rodriguez. Because, yeah, usually people, like, when people buy shirts, I know who they are already, you know? So.
Well, yeah, because you get the invoice, right?
Well, I get an invoice, but I'm saying I know who they are because they're usually, like, you know, somebody who listens and interacts on social media.
Yeah.
You know?
They're probably also a savage on Twitter, is what Jim's saying.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably a savage on Twitter. Most of our listeners are fucking savages. So,
God
shout out to
love
all
us.
of those people. Now that we've got the housekeeping out of the way, we can talk about fucking payback just to get it out of the way. It's been so long. I feel like we miss out with the day we record, with pay-per-views, because it's so much far gone that I'm just like, nobody even really cares anymore, I feel like.
Well, you know what? I forget most of it too, but as we slowly go through the pay-per-view, it all starts to come back to me, so we should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fun. Obviously, usually I have some notes. Like, it's funny, for pay-per-views, I'll get like a little bit of notes for the first match, and then like my notes just stop. I don't know what happens. I try to like just enjoy pay-per-views like a fan,
Well, it's
and
the
just fuck
one
around.
show a month where you don't have shit in between matches, It's just usually decent to pretty good matches throughout the card. This pay-per-view, you didn't really get any really good matches. You got okay matches all around, essentially, except for a couple duds.
Yeah, man, not bad. So to go through it, we had Benzo and Cass defeating Gallows and Anderson in the pre-show. I didn't watch this. I don't know who did.
Oh, did you, Scotty? Because I didn't.
No, I skipped pre-show. It was playoff hockey day again.
Dude, how many times do we have to fucking have these guys wrestle in some capacity? And then Raw, it was like Enzo versus Gallows, Because Enzo pinned Gallows here, so guess what happens the next day? Gallows pins Enzo in a one-on-one match on Raw.
Oh, 50-50 booking, baby.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks so bad. I just like, I don't know, the subject of tag teams, they have no tag teams. Why not bring up Swan and Tozawa, dude? That's a fun little tag team if you watch, 205 Live and shit.
It's not like they're not there.
I enjoy the, the mashup of, a fucking black dude with an Asian guy who's, can barely speak English. Like, that's a fantastic combination for comedy right there, man.
And they'll get super over, too. Like, those are already over as single guys.
Especially
right?
Tozawa.
Tozawa gets over with, that language barrier, and it's amazing to see, because it shows that, it gives me hope for Nakamura being actually a big deal in the WWE.
Dude, the giving him the artist was right before he went through the curtain, just hitting him in the back of the knee. There you go. Yeah. The artist.
Well, they've got the artist on SmackDown, and then they've got the Prince ripoff on NXT, so you gotta think that they love this shit.
Oh, god damn it. And, through that whole thing with... I don't feel like we got to talk about that enough. Because we had a fucking Dogga Baby hijack our show. Shout out to young nasty Dogga Baby.
Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But the whole Michael Jackson thing with Dolph Ziggler, that was one of the worst things I've seen.
That was absolutely dreadful.
On a wrestling show in a while. And that's saying a lot because I watch Raw and SmackDown every fucking week.
And you think I'd pop for them referencing that Simpsons episode with Michael Jackson, but it was it just felt like such a dated old reference at this point.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's either really dated references or references to shit that happened yesterday.
Yeah, it's either stuff that's super modern and you're like, well, I'm not 15, I've never heard of this. Or there's something where you're like, it's like Great Balls of Fire. You're like, this is a 60-year-old fucking song.
Does it? Oh, dude, yeah. Does it need that shit? Can't Nakamura just come in and somebody say, you know what, fuck you, you're from Japan, you don't know shit about, WWE, I'm gonna fucking show you, I mean, it writes itself, it's easy. You don't have to have him think he's Michael Jackson or something. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Sometimes I just don't know what these fucking people are doing. Anyway, sorry.
I don't think they do, to be completely honest with you.
I mean, it's just some fucking writer who used to write on Everybody Loves Raymond probably wrote that whole Michael Jackson thing, and it's fucking awful. You don't need it, dude. There's simple ways that would be way cooler to do it. Because, I should kind of be into a Nakamura-Ziggler match, even though Ziggler's been, as far as his position on the card, is nowhere near that. But I should look forward to that match, and I don't because they ruin it,
Yeah.
That could be a good match.
I think it will be. It's going to be easily digestible for sure, but they have really dragged Dolph Ziggler through the mud so much that really, can you see him coming back from this? Looking at Nakamura is going to murder him.
I think they have a long competitive match. It's the main event.
Yeah, at least he's in the main event, so there's a little bit of a push or something for Dolph to hang his hat on.
You mean to tell me they're not going to put transgender Mahal in the main event?
No, Chicago crowd will eat that shit alive.
Yeah, but does the WWE even care?
So is his balls.
Balls.
Look, he's spreading eagle, jumping in the air.
Yeah. He's the face of the advertising for it. So
he is, yes.
Dude, Mahal and Orton is going to be a completely dog shit fucking match.
Oh, it's going to be dreadful, and you know it, yeah.
Fuck. It'll be nonsense. We're still talking about Payback here.
Yeah. Backlash, you mean?
All right, Miz TV was the next thing.
Wait, no, this is Payback.
I know, yeah, but we started talking about Backlash.
Oh, well.
Miz TV was on the pre-show after the Enzo Cass match.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that either, really.
He had your boy, Finn Balor, on.
Oh, God, my boy.
Yeah, he's your boy, Jim. You love that little twink.
He loves it.
I, get shit for shitting on that guy every week. I don't mind his work in the ring. I just, it's just like everything else, really, though, you know? Everything else I have a problem with, other than him actually, wrestling.
Do you like him at least when he's painted up?
Dude, when he comes out dressed like the Predator and dry humps the entrance.
Yeah, and then he dry humps the ramp.
Yeah, no, not really. I don't know, dude. It's just weird. It's just because I think, again, I have no problem with dudes being gay, but, you need to at least, come off as, intimidating or something. And he doesn't. When he comes out and he, throws his arms up in the air, you know? Boom. Hands go up. I don't know, dude. Everything about it. The leather jacket. He gets on the apron. He just opens his jacket. It's here's my dick. I'm not really into. I'm not really into your dick, man. Is this for the girls or what? I don't know, but
it's for the fellow Lego connoisseurs.
You know, little do they know. Little do they know. But yeah, he wasn't even on this. So what they're setting up. What was the point of this whole fucking Miz and Balor thing then? I think I saw it, but I don't remember it all.
I think they were just setting up the fact that I think it was just that he's not finished with the Universal title. I think that's the whole deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he just said he wanted to get the belt back he never lost.
Yeah. It's Finn Balor. He can't really speak, so it's just going to be a simple 1-point promo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now he's always talking about Balor Club. I don't know. Which is just weird.
Oh, there was a thing where he was like, should we let Miz and Maurice in the Balor Club? And kind of does ask the audience.
And the audience cheers. That. And then he's just like, oh, so you don't want it, see?
Did he also not say, I'm going to put you in the Balor Kicked My Ass Club, dude?
I think that was on Raw.
Either way, that needs a bum bum ba
Too late.
I do my own, dude. I'll do my own.
It's I imagine someone backstage just the Kiss My Ass Club was kind of over back in the day. Let's try this with Balor, and then it just totally floundered.
Well, and it was also, Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. It was basically the same thing.
Dude, wrestling's not gay, dude. Walk into a guy is put his mouth on another man's ass. Okay. But yeah, the opening match, Jericho defeated Owens. That was a pretty good match. I was surprised. I don't think anybody called it, although in retrospect, should have definitely called it.
Well, it was smart because it gets Jericho on SmackDown for when he comes back. So SmackDown did gain that extra body when he comes back from touring.
And it's of course, with 50-50 booking, he would lose it and then drop it back. It was a good match. The crowd at this point was still into it. The crowd was into it until the women's match, but we'll get to that. Austin Aries and Neville. Yeah, Austin Aries defeated Neville by DQ. I thought it was a good finish to keep the heat on. If they want to continue the story, I don't know. I'm over it at this point.
I still think it was the best match on the card, though.
No.
There's one match that really stands out to me on tonight, but that was one of the better ones on the card for sure. In my opinion.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I just match was still better.
Yeah, I mean Neville to me at this point is just like it's a completely one note thing. You know, like when he first came back, I was like, this is cool. I'm into this. But since then, there's been nothing else added. It's still the same fucking thing. So now I'm done with it.
I really think the way they should go with this would be Austin Aries will win the title from him, but TJP will be the cause of it. And so Neville and TJP will feud from there. And I think Neville's probably going to go back babyface.
I mean, I thought he had a good run as a heel.
I did too. I do too, but he is still getting pops, you know what I mean? So
I mean, he used to wear that they used to make him wear that cape, you know, because Vince McMahon has a weird obsession with Mighty Mouse, dude. That's the thing.
You know, he does have the ears for it.
No, I wasn't trying to set up a joke. Like, that's like...
No, he does. He loves, that Mighty Mouse comic book character style thing where they fucking come with a cape.
Who else did he want to use a Mighty Mouse gimmick on? I've heard that before, that for eras before that, guys would have certain things going on because of
Chris
the Mighty Mouse
Candido, I think, was rumored to be one of the Mighty Mouses at some point.
Hurricane was one of the Mighty Mouses, obviously.
Yeah. It's really weird. But yeah, good. What a fucking outdated old bastard. He wasn't at this show, actually.
Really?
He was at Raw or SmackDown this week, too.
Oh, really? He doesn't like to go to the West Coast, I guess. He doesn't. He dislikes the West Coast, I guess. I don't know.
Sunset's too late, damn it.
At first, I mean, it's fucked up as it is to say. When I first saw that, I'm like, oh, maybe he's sick. Which is fucked.
Whoa. You're like, come on, fail at health, Vince.
Well, that's fucked. Like, how fucked up is wrestling, or am I, that I would think, like, I hope this guy's sick so wrestling can be decent again. You know? It's never going to be great. WWE's never going to be great.
Well, no. Once you become a publicly traded company, you got to do certain things. It's just plain and simple.
But it could be decent, you know? I mean, like, NXT is fucking, you know, that's pretty good shit, actually.
Yeah.
Lately, it's pretty decent. Yeah. It sucked for a while, but it's getting better. So, I mean, I would take that style of booking over, the WWE shit. At least it makes fucking sense, you know?
But would you want to watch 5 hours of NXT style booking?
Well,
you know what I mean? That's too much to digest there.
Oh, yeah, that 3-hour show.
That 3-hour gotta
yeah. I haven't wanted to watch a 3-hour weekly wrestling show since Nitro, you know? Like, I was in for that motherfucker, but that was the last one.
Well, I mean, look at all the great matches you would get that they never would push. You know what I mean? Like, you would see all these great cruiserweight matches, all these great mid-card matches, shitty main event. But
the other difference with Nitro was that, like, they had so many guys that it wasn't the same fucking people every week. You know? How often did you see El Dandy, right? You see El Dandy once a month. You know, who else would be like a once a monther in WCW?
Oh Jesus! Well, you would see Juice and Liger periodically, not once a month, but like once a year
for a couple months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Chris Daniels and AJ Styles, like their WCW runs. It's like they show up for like a couple shots, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, that was a great fucking tag team AJ Styles had there at the end, though. What was it, Air Raid with Air Paris or that was their I don't know, Air Paris maybe, I don't know. Fuck it.
That was that's past my knowledge of WCW.
That was when the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship was a thing.
That's good shit. That was actually really good. That's when you get to see Juventud.
That's what 205 Live needs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would go for
something else at the program you could do. And then when we're talking about Swan and Tozawa, how about that as your inaugural champs?
I mean, I don't.
TJP.
It's not like I don't think that more belts is the answer probably ever, but I mean, I would be all right with that. Jim. Just get more belts. But yeah, the Neville with pulling the ref in, and I thought it was good. If you want to keep it going, the crowd was, irritated by it. I was irritated by it, to be honest with you, because I thought they should have put it on Aries here. No less. For me, the match of the night was the Hardy Boys defeating Cesaro and Sheamus. This is my favorite match of the night, honestly.
It was a really, really good match. I will give you that. I really like Cesaro and Sheamus as a team.
I'm not going to say it's like the most technically, best match, but like as far as my enjoyment goes, I enjoyed it. And you get to turn at the end, which I think everybody saw was coming. But it was pretty awesome anyway.
It was great. I thought it was great.
Did you happen to see Cesaro and Sheamus on Raw Talk? They were fantastic on Raw Talk.
I really liked them as heels.
But yeah.
Dude. Yeah. On Raw, they weren't as good, though.
It was a little
Do you ever
off.
think that on those, like, afterwards talk shows, they have a little, like, more freedom? Where they're like, oh shit, they showed some, like, personality there. And then Raw, they're like, back to the old script.
Yeah. It's so weird, right? You think that someone would have saw that and been like, that shit was good. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's let you guys fucking run with it a little bit.
Yeah, no, not the case. So on Monday, it's just back to like, yeah. But fucking Sheamus, dude. Why is that guy such a fucking, as Rando would call him, a hurdy bastard?
Yeah, he's a stiff fucking guy.
He is one of the ones in the WWE that has a track record, and it's all his fault.
I mean, dude, he kicked fucking Hardy's tooth out. You can see his tooth come flying out of there and shit.
Yeah.
Luckily for Jeff, it was already a false tooth.
Oh, really?
Just to pop that thing right back in.
He lost all his teeth in the fucking war on drugs, man.
Did he?
I was gonna say he lost them to meth, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. It makes sense.
Probably. Though. I don't know. I don't know if that's.
You're like, how do you know that Jeff Hardy has false teeth? And I was like, well, he said it on his Twitter, and he's got a real bad history with hard drugs. So
yeah,
put 2 and 2 together.
He's also from the South. No, just kidding, South people. We love you.
Yeah, Duck Nasty, you're fine.
He's not from the South.
Oh, he sounds like he is.
Oh, he certainly does sound like he is.
He's from Wisconsin.
Really? Oh, I guess so. That's why he was like, Green Bay's on the board. He was watching the draft.
Yeah, he was.
On the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't give us any live updates either.
Like, oh, we selected blank in the 3rd round.
I know we have a bunch of Southern listeners. It's just an easy fucking target. If you live up north, it's just, I'm sure maybe it's the same for them, but it's like kind of the South is just like an easy target.
I feel like Canadians are kind of an easy target. Like, we're easy to get zinged.
I guess, like...
But about all this shit you zing us about sucks. It's like, how's that maple syrup? And we're like, delicious?
Yeah, that's really good, actually.
Yeah.
And then we're so polite, we're just like, would you like some?
Yeah. I'll send you a bottle.
Look at you guys all polite with your better functioning country than ours, and poor people don't die because they're sick and can't go to hospitals, and I mean, it's really crazy to be like, the America's #1 people. It's like, especially here, it's like, dude, we live right next to Canada. Like, you've been there. You know how much better it is when you're get the fuck out of here. America's #1 shit. Anyway.
We're like, it's like, sometimes to them, it's like, how's America better? They're like, we got a 4th down. You only got 3. We're like,
Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Canadian football's only 3 downs.
Yeah.
I got really baked and watched Canadian football before. That shows how much I paid attention to what I was actually watching.
That's why I miss Rando. Rando used to watch a little bit of CFL, so I could talk to him.
Oh, dude, he's like football crazy Rando Commando.
He is, though.
Like,
he
just
really
football
is.
crazy fucking dude I know. Like, he is, beyond into it, man. That's why, I don't know.
Did he end up doing his football podcast?
He did 1 episode, man. That was it.
Is he just going to do one before every season starts and go, oh, here's who you need for fantasy?
I don't know. It's a fantasy football thing, but the dude's definitely crazy about football and shit, so. I don't know. We'll have to bring him back and ask him about it. He'll be back. Rando Commando.
Episode 200.
We gotta wait that long.
2 more years almost.
It's like 2 years from now, yeah. Fuck. We're gonna get through this. I'm like, we'll just go right through this, and here, look how fucking far in we are. And then we had Bliss and Bailey And I feel like when they put Bliss over Bayley in this, that was like it for the crowd. The crowd's just like done.
Yeah. Did you know that they had changed their mind on the finish of this match 4 times in the 30 hours prior?
So dumb.
Yeah. So the change, though, to officially make it Alexa Bliss was on Sunday, and they would change it twice more after that. So in the afternoon, they would change it to Bayley, and then back to Alexa Bliss again. They could not make up their mind on who was going to win.
Who on this? Vince?
Really? I'm assuming it would be Vince.
He's out of his fucking mind, dude. And all it did was like, oh, it's great, it's good heat, but it's not really. It doesn't play off as well as they.
The hometown thing is so played out now that we expect people to lose in their hometowns. So if Bayley would have won, it almost would have been a cool moment.
It would have been a surprise.
Yeah, it would have been a nice surprise. And then imagine like they could have put this in like video packages for the next 10 years, but her jumping in the crowd with her family.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could have been like when CM Punk not left through the crowd, but it was like, hey, like hanging out with the crowd with the belt.
Whoa. Let's not go crazy here, all right?
Bayley's pretty much the CM Punk of the women's division. I'm jumping to some conclusions here.
You mean that time you forced the camera to put Ace Steel and Colt Cabana on TV?
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I mean, the crowd, if this was just done, they're like, fuck you. It's just stupid, dude. And because if you put Bayley, like if you build somebody being over in a city, then every time you go there, you have that fucking up your sleeve. You know, just let the face win in their hometown. You know, what the fuck, man?
Or you can have the face win in its hometown 99% of the time, and then have the heel beat them once out of 100, and then have it mean so much more.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Any percentage that's more favorable than it is now, where it's like, aside from Naomi, you know, at WrestleMania, that was probably the only fucking one I can think of recently.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm not like super into that. I'm not a super nerd for that shit, but no less. Bray Wyatt and Orton in the House of Horrors match. Have you seen the footage of the crowd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watching this brutal. On screens. Holy fuck. Did they shit on that?
It was. And these people probably feel like they got cheated out of their money so hard, like from the Bayley thing and then this.
Yeah. I don't think it mattered what was on the screen. They were going to shit on it.
Oh, yeah. They paid for a live experience.
Yeah. To me, I don't know what they were thinking with that, because you can't just like have people watch a video screen. And I mean, that's fucking nonsense, dude. It's 2017. I
agree.
It just doesn't work like that. So that was the difference too, I guess, you know, with, you know, the final deletion and shit. They tape a show and then they would put it in there. So that's why that's never going to work, no matter what it is, on Raw or on WWE shit, you know?
Does that worry you about the Broken Hardy stuff if it ever does happen in WWE? That they can't do pre-tape stuff like this and air it?
I mean, I don't know if they're aware of that, but yeah, that's just it. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. If they should drive that shit, you know, after fucking Raw, this thing's going to be on the network or something. You know what I'm saying?
But no,
like if after Raw was a final deletion style match, that would be fine on the network. You know?
Yeah.
And then you just build to it during the actual show, but don't show any of it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that would be a way around it, but they're not.
That might be a good way to get something like hella views too on the network.
But yeah. Anything like shy of Sasha Banks and Bayley scissoring on that screen was going to get fucking the booze that it got. You know? That's all there is to it.
But now, I think with the Broken Matt Hardy stuff, that benefits from the fact that you can easily break it up into 1-2 minute chunks and play it throughout the show. So it's less of a burden on the live crowd to sit down through a 15-minute segment on a video screen.
Well, that's true, but the final deletion was like a half hour long.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, that'll never fly. But now, I got a question for you guys. Aside from the fact of it being a horrible segment to do live, what did you think of the execution of the pre-tape portion of the House of Horrors?
Go ahead, Scotty.
It's pretty shitty. I expected a little bit more. Like, it was just some, like, shitty trailer or whatever. And then just like kind of sloppily brawled from room to room. Then Bray Wyatt would disappear. Then he'd show up again. The only thing that was kind of cool was the fridge spot. But everything from him showing up in a limo, just shitty.
The fact that it was nighttime when it was actually daytime in
San
Jose.
Yeah. And that's one of the worst things too. Like, we all know what it's like on the West Coast at like 6:30, or I think it was like maybe 7:30 at this point there. And it just looked bad. Because it was dark, but you're like, the sun hasn't even set outside.
Joey Ryan actually said something to that extent. He said, he tweeted, "Nothing I do in pro wrestling is less realistic than it being pitch black outside at 6:30 p.m. in San Jose, California."
Which is so fucking like golden though. That like Joey takes a lot of shit for his style and like the dick spots and whatnot. So nice for him to be able to jab back a little.
Touche. Actually, I kind of just try to check my brain at the door on it, and just be like, nah, here we go. But yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know. Listener Aaron Echoes, he did the best thing about it. He's like, 7 should have been outside of the doll room window. Like, fucking genius, dude. 7 should have been, like, that's the best idea I heard from anybody on Twitter. You imagine if they're brawling that fucking room and, like, Randy gets distracted by fucking 7 standing out there. Oh, dude.
Plus, Goldust would have got a payday then.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been amazing. There's a lot of other shit they could have done with this.
The execution was horrible.
See, that's what they should have done. Like, they should have just been like, hey, let's acknowledge all the other stupid shit in the WWE, like, history, and just throw it all in there. Like, there should have been a decapitated gobbledygooker or something.
Well, Caleb, listener of ours, Caleb Morgan, I don't have his Twitter handle, so we'll go with, what it says, Caleb. He said, "Oh no, a dilapidated fridge," which that popped me pretty fucking hard. A dilapidated fridge!
Oh no.
The difference between those is, like, the Hardy stuff is funny, and it knows it's cheesy. It's self-aware. This is all serious. They tried to be like 100% serious with a fucking tractor. Why was a tractor going backward?
Did you notice the upside-down Bray Wyatt head in the window?
The what?
Upside-down Bray Wyatt head in the window, like he was looking out the window from upside down. It was fucking weird.
I didn't see that. Where was that at?
It was the fakest looking thing in the world. You could tell it was just fake hair and a doll's head. But it was when he walks up to the house. And just as the tractor happens as well, you can see like this head in the window, face down, like ring style.
Phil, tell me, when he comes up and looks through the window and sees Bray in there, what is Bray doing? He's just standing there, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be like in the fucking spider position or something? That would have been fucking something.
It would have been so much better.
You look in the window and you see him walk across like a opening. In the spider walk, that would have been something. Yeah. Right?
If you're going to make it creepy, do something to make it creepy. Do something.
That would have been fucking cool. Yeah. Can't just go and go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of fucking dolls and hang them up in the ceiling.
No. Exactly.
You can also buy this house. It is for sale, I think.
$36,000.
What's that?
For $36,000.
I think that's what it sold for last time. Yeah, Is that what it's for now? I guess. Anyway.
I think that's what it was listed for now as well.
Oh, okay.
You could buy it with all your Patreon dollars.
Yeah, right. In about fucking 500 years. It's in West Virginia, so they must have filmed it around Monday Night Raw because it was in the neighborhood.
Yeah. It
was apparently filmed like a week ago in Missouri.
I thought it was in West Virginia.
I don't know.
Wherever the fuck it was. Raw was nearby, so I mean, I'm sure down there, down in the south, you find a lot of houses like that. Oh, Southern people.
Yeah.
Callback.
That is the sound of every Southerner tuning out as we go on.
No way. But yeah, it is what it was, I guess. You know. What did you think of it, Tyler? No, not a fan.
I thought that the execution was very poor, but they tried to do it serious. if they could have put little things into have made it a more broader experience, it probably would have been better. But.
And you know, too, when they were leaving, like as Bray's walking out of the house, you can see the shadow of the cameraman on the wall. You know, and it's like, come on, man, come on, lads. You know,
pre-tape this, you couldn't get it.
Like, I expect that shit from TNA. Where you're like, oh, there's a cameraman in the background, or you hear someone say cut.
Yeah.
Like, that's all this was missing, was someone saying cut in the background when it was over.
It's like, I'm not sure. I mean, where do you guys stand on that, man? Like the whole the ambulance tip deal, you know, where it's like they had the blocks just in screen, you know, and some people were mad about it, and I thought, like, it's wrestling, who gives a fuck, you know, whatever. But then the other part of me thought, like, I don't see strings and shit on TV shows that I watch, you know?
Yeah, that was, like, I don't really think either were good moments recently. Because they were both had their flaws like that, where you're like, well, what you wanted to do was a good idea, I guess, but your execution failed.
Like, the ambulance flip thing obviously is fake, okay, and you know, nobody can do that, but watching it, I was like, this is fucking hilarious, and then I saw the things on the other side.
Figured a camera way to hide it, make it look a little less fake.
Kevin Dunn's the worst producer in all of television.
I don't know, he's not worth the money he's paid.
No.
He makes, like, the most money in that place.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
He makes more money than, like, fucking anybody does in there, dude. He makes more than McMahon somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I think the only person who comes close to, like, maybe hitting his numbers is Triple H if you add up all his different contracts.
Yeah, because he's got a bunch of different contracts, yeah.
I got a production contract. I got a performance contract. Like, he's just nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd. But he's gone the second that, like, McMahon, before McMahon gets fucking cold, that dude's going to be fired because they fucking hate him. Like, Paul and Steph hate that guy. So,
as they should. I mean,
McMahon dies, he's gone, dude.
But
he only got that
will
job
he
because
be
of his
gone,
dad, man.
or will he just not have that position anymore? Because
no, he'll be gone.
They brokered a deal with his father and everything that what's his nuts? What's his name? I can't remember his name now. Kevin Dunn has a job for life.
Kinda. I mean, like, McMahon's dad worked with fucking his dad.
Yeah.
And said, you know, whatever. But I mean, dude, they don't give a fuck about that.
It's Hunter and Steph. Like, they'll do whatever they want.
Well, I wouldn't care. It's not like they signed a fucking. It was like, yeah, well, you know, help your son or whatever. Give him a job for life. But he's a fucking dumb shit, dude. He doesn't know anything about the production of Raw and SmackDown is awful, dude. I mean, it is the worst shit.
Yeah, it's
the camera switches. If you notice it, it'll ruin the show for you completely. But the camera switches like 2 times every second. It's nonstop. Blah, 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 blah. It's awful, dude. It's like someone trying to make it look like they're doing something.
Well, and it's all in fear that somebody might think it's fake. Somebody might see that the punch did not connect completely. You know what I mean? It's everybody knows wrestling's fake. Well, not everybody. Most people.
Yeah, the Middle
East. Southerners.
No, Southerners know. They know it's fake. It's the Middle Eastern fucking cats who don't know it's fake.
That is true, actually, now. That's where all the marks are from.
Pretty much.
Go figure that they're gullible and whatever. Anyway. Religious people gullible? Never. All right, moving on. What were you talking about?
Payback still.
Dale said Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe.
That was my favorite match of the night.
Really?
Yeah. I quite enjoyed that match, actually.
Huh. Wow. I didn't, man. I don't know. Joe just bores me. I thought it was a good match, but it wasn't like a great match.
Yeah. Tweets.
I don't know. The way they finished it keeps Joe kind of strong.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
With, like, Rollins, like, kind of getting, like, a fluke roll-up win. Where you're like, oh, we got the, like, right amount of weight on, like, out of a submission to pin him. I don't know. It just, like, it keeps the feud going, but also doesn't hurt Joe with a pay-per-view loss.
That's true. They did protect Joe.
Yeah, it was all right. I don't know. There was no great match on this show.
No.
Which is weird because I saw, like, a few great matches this week, and none of them were on anything WWE. So, and then they had Braun Strowman and Reigns. Strowman got a win, but I mean, holy fuck! They, the second that he won the match, like, well, Reigns was hurt. I'm like,
They're never going to let him lose completely clean, unless he fails like some kind of drug test.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think of this match? I thought it was, a good match, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was enjoyable.
It was all right. I could kind of dig Roman selling the injured shoulder the whole time.
Yeah.
Until he started throwing spears all over the place.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what happened to the psychology there, Roman? What happened?
Yeah, you know me, man. I mean, I'm just blindly hate Roman Reigns and everything he does, so.
I still hate him.
Yeah.
Still not on that bandwagon.
Not as a character, as fucking Joe Anoa'i or whatever the fuck his actual name is. I hate him as a dude. He's a fucking arrogant dick.
I just don't like the fact that he, if I was getting the push, I would at least be trying to do some of my own shit. The fact that he's always like, yeah, I'll do whatever you say. He's such a fucking yes man.
That's why he's there.
Yeah.
He's there for two reasons, because he owes everything to them, and he will do anything. If Vince says, put this fucking dildo up your ass before you go out there, he would. And two, he's not talented enough that anyone else is going to try to steal him. Hollywood's not going to come and ask, get him to do movies. I mean, he's the perfect, he's the perfect thing. He can't leave, They'll build him to be a fucking Hogan level, Cena level guy, because they know he can't fuck him over and leave like so many guys have.
It just feels like at this point, and I'm 24 now, I'll be watching Roman Reigns till I'm 30.
You're a fucking young buck.
I know.
Damn it.
I am both Nick and Matt Jackson.
Together as one. I'm fucking 35 years old, sir. I thought about it. What the fuck was I watching? I was watching
something. The youngest person to be on the podcast?
No, my brother. Yeah, my brother was younger than you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Travis would have been real young back then.
Probably. I don't really ask listeners, I guess.
You should, Jim. You could get in some legal trouble one day.
Yes, and shit.
Things you discuss with people.
Dude, if I didn't ask fucking young chicks who looked young to me for ID. Before fucking him, I'm not gonna guess.
Damn you! How old are you? Just out of curiosity.
Don't even ask. If you're wondering, you don't want the answer, man.
I know, but then whenever I reveal that I'm young, you're always like, "Oh fuck!" I always forget you're young, and sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I wonder if Jim's these young marks nowadays." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Not an age thing. I have nothing against people who are younger fans, but I just have an issue with people who live within the WWE bubble. Period.
Yeah. See, I think you know that I watch other companies and that
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
It's dick hard for me.
Especially now, back when, it sounds cliche, but legit, I remember fucking trading tapes with people, and getting together. Dude, I got some new fucking tapes. Go hang out, throw them in the VCR and watching all kinds of different wrestling and shit, fucking FMW and shit, and all this crazy shit. Now they have the network. You go back if you've never watched. I know people have talked to him and yeah, I don't never watched WCW ever, so I'm just going back and watching all the Nitros. How fucking jealous I am of that. God damn. You had to watch all of that as brand new. That's fucking awesome.
See, last night after my team lost in playoffs and I was drunk and I was like, oh, Primetime Wrestling's on the network? I've never seen that before. Yeah. And it was the shit, man. I knew who everybody was on there, but I had never seen that program. So it was real cool to
Yeah. Best part of that is Gorilla and fucking Bobby, dude.
Yeah. Hands down, they were the best.
Oh,
there was a 20-minute segment about Paul Orndorff at the gym. It was so boring.
Yeah, that show sucks, but Gorilla and fucking Heenan are pretty good.
I'd watch some banter on anything.
Yeah, it's just fucking culture and knowledge, always, I wish I knew the name of that podcast, but I always shit on them. Where someone was like, "Hey, wanted to be on our show or something," or wanted me to be on their show, and there's super young guys talking about how like Edge is the best heel in the history of wrestling. Like, holy fuck.
Oh, it's funny because one of our guys from our podcast was like, "Was that about me?" And I was like, "No, I don't think he knows you love Edge."
I don't know that he loves Edge. You can love Edge all you want, but like to say he's like the best heel, and like, holy fuck, you're crazy, man.
I don't think we would say he's the best heel. I think on our podcast we might say he's one of the best of that era for sure, that modernish era.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Thanks for the backup, Tyler.
What's that?
I'm pretty.
Thanks for the backup, Tyler.
You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure like fucking Joe from our friends at Wrestling Soup like fucking hates Edge, thinks he's the shits completely. I think he's better than that, but I think it's definitely when you grow up or when you're watching wrestling, because I watched WCW until 2001, and I watched like a little bit of WWE after that, but then I quit on it for a long time, man. Like, aside from randomly watching a pay-per-view or randomly seeing it, I mean, I stopped watching it religiously, and I guess if you're a fan during that era.
Yeah, I think it all depends. Like, embarrassing to say, but I remember loving Rikishi as a kid, and looking back, I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand why I was so into Rikishi.
He's so dreadful. Like, doing that SmackDown 6 over at Federation, every time we seen Rikishi, it was just cringeworthy. It was just, you wanted to gouge your eyes out.
Yeah.
And I was in the same boat. Rikishi was great in my opinion because he represented the fat kids.
Oh yeah, you gotta love. I think growing up as I grew up as a fat kid, and I always fucking love fat wrestlers. There's a connection there. Bam Bam Bigelow and shit. Can't beat that.
Yeah, you're a big supporter of that. Big Boss Man.
I don't like that guy really, but Vader. I think Vader and Bam Bam are like the two best fat guys ever.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. Would you consider Stan Hansen? You wouldn't consider fat. He was just like beer belly.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was like a husky fellow or anything like that.
No.
So there you go. So that was Payback.
Yeah, that took us long enough.
Yeah, dude, we got a lot of shit to do here today.
What would you
fuck.
score it out of 10 for Payback?
5.
I would give it 5.5 just to shove it in Jim's face.
I think I'd give it a 4.
Like, oh, in my face!
Oh, you take that.
You take that 0.5, motherfucker.
Wow. Yeah, it was like a show of just like some good matches, none great, some shitty, just a meh. You know, that's what the 5 meh.
That's pretty much what 5 means. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want to do here, dude, as if you follow the channel, you probably listen to Cuddlin' with Coddle, and you've probably noticed, as we have, that there hasn't been a Cuddlin' with Coddle in a fucking while.
Yeah. Is he dead?
And we've been trying to get a hold of Bob on the ham radio, and Tyler's been fucking using Morse code trying to get a hold of him.
I had to take a course. I had to go down to the Legion and take a course.
To the Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't heard from Bob. I don't know. I hope he's not ill or dead, but I wanted to try to give him a call here just on the show to put him on the spot, you know, like if we can get a hold of him here. So I think he owes the listeners an explanation.
That old motherfucker.
I feel like I should have some like phone calling. We need to get phone calling music.
Hey, man.
Bob!
Oh, hey. How's it going, James?
Bob, what have you been? We've been trying to get a hold of you on the ham radio, the Morse code, everything. We can't get a hold of you. How have you been?
Oh, yeah. I've been stuck in a closet at a VFW here in West Virginia. I was at a show and I decided to slide into the closet to take a nap, and a bunch of boxes fell on me. I was here for about a week and a half. So if someone can call the VFW down here in Maryport, West Virginia, and tell them to get me out of here, that'd be real something. I've been surviving off of things I find in the boxes and what I assume is water leaking from a pipe.
I'm fully invested in this, Bob, but I'm not sure if we can kayfabe our way past how you would not be able to make a phone call, considering we just called you.
Oh, I could only receive calls.
You can only receive calls.
I can't make outgoing calls on my phone, so
Coddle's
I
not
can only
paying his bill.
receive. I haven't paid my bill, and I guess I could have called 911, but I didn't think it was much of an emergency. They got food in here, so I was happy, and I never had so many naps in my life. I've been having a good time, but I think I got to get back to my house. My wife hasn't called me, so wonder how she's up to.
We're the first people who called. We haven't put a new episode out in like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. I got no way of getting it out, so I apologize. I'm very punctual with these things, and but hey, being stuck in a closet at a VFW, I think is a good excuse to not have episodes up. So, but if you can, Jim, could you call my wife and tell her to come here and get me?
I'll definitely do that, man. We can't have you living in a closet, man. I mean, your own your own waste in there, I'm sure. How many poops you taking? Poops?
Yeah. That's not the first time, I mean, on commentary, you that's what you do. So I'm used to it. Starcade 83. You don't even want to know what's going on in me and Gordon Soley's pants.
Okay, all right, well, we're going to continue with the show. We'll make sure and call your wife and have her come down and help you out there. But everyone's looking forward to the next episode of Cuddling with Coddle. It's a hit on the network.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, James, and Rick over there, he's a good guy. I like him. We got a heck of a duo there, and if I wasn't in a closet, I'd give you guys a hug. So
Rick, yeah, we also got Todd from Satpot here today, so.
Oh yeah, I like Todd. He's a good guy.
We actually got Scotty. I was trying to take your bit. All right, man. Well, we'll get you out, and we look forward to the next Cuddling with Coddle, and go home and change your pants.
All right, sounds good. You guys have a wonderful day. Toodles.
See you, Bob.
Toodaloo to you.
Thanks, Bob. I love that he ends calls it Toodles.
That's a little old-fashioned to say Toodles.
Toodles. Well, there you have it, folks. Bob Coddle stuck in the fucking closet. So
we're not going to call his wife.
Bob
right?
was going to watch my name. I was looking forward to that.
I'm sorry. You were not going to.
Rick. I was like, "Am I Rick?" I know who Tyler is.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. He. We're not going to call his wife, right? We're just going to let him sit there, right?
I guess we could.
He's got water leaking from a pipe. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's like a cockroach. He'll live through anything.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be all right. I don't know what's going on here. Holy.
What?
I'm having issues with my calling shit here. Okay.
Scotty, you still there?
You know it.
Okay, we're good. Let's keep on going, motherfucker.
All right, we're good. What else we got to talk about? I want to talk about Charlotte's tits, dude.
The news.
This week on the news, lopsided titties and no hip asses. Jim?
This and more.
Over to you.
Dude, the fucking wrestling leaks continue, and as you know, we are big fans of these things, usually here, anyway. Yeah, Charlotte, man. There's not only that, but there was some Victoria leaks as well.
Yeah,
there
a couple
was
pictures of Maurice's ass.
Some leaks of Melina.
Yes.
Some MMA broads with little boobs.
Yeah, muscular little boobs.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like that's not going to do anything for me.
No,
similar
it
to the
didn't
Charlotte
do nothing
photos.
Yeah. She's yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's an ugly chick, but her body is weird, man.
It's pretty manly.
Yeah,
like she's very athletic, and like hats off to her for training hard. But just like I'm sure she like dominates the shit out of Byron Saxton. Like that's the first thing I saw when I saw it. Aside from like, Well, her tits are probably real because they're lopsided.
Yeah.
You think those are real boobs or not?
No, I don't know.
I think
Did
I
you pay
heard
for those? She should get her money back because those are some lopsided titties.
Travis told me that apparently she busted an implant sometime before, and when she got them redone or something, it didn't really work out. I don't know. Ric Flair probably paid for the fucking surgery, so.
Well, I mean, Ric Flair doesn't have money to buy titties. Anymore.
Exactly. So that's why.
He's paid all his money getting work on his tits.
Yeah. I've seen personally some really, really bad breast implants.
Like firsthand?
Yeah.
Really,
really weird.
Don't do it, man. Ladies, if you listen, I know we're really fucking popular in the female demographic. Ladies,
we are trying to be more sexual towards the ladies.
Just love your body the way it is.
Yeah, don't do it, man. Don't do it. I'd rather take a pair of busted up real tits over like perfect fake tits. You know, fake tits are gross to me. I can't even. When I'm watching porn, I can't even fucking jack off to fake tits. It's a fact.
Yeah, no,
anyway,
not a fan at all.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. She's,
Scotty's over there just loving fake titties.
The thing that got me here, like, really was like the weird line that I associate with men. You know, like when you see like a muscular dude on TV whose pants are too low, you get that that fucking bone thing, and she has that, and that's weird to me.
Oh, the sex line or whatever it's called?
The dick line.
But yeah, she has no ass. She's just I'm not saying she's an ugly chick, but it's just she's a weird build. And then also the fact that these pictures almost look like pictures you would take of your tits to send to somebody who's gonna fix them. Kind of,
like side profiles and everything.
Yeah, it's
apparently the photos were like of her gains, like in terms of like gym gains, like to document her progress. That's why a lot of them aren't very sexual, aside from like the undie ones.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. There's like nothing sexual about them at all.
No, I will admit the ones where she is not completely naked are more appealing.
The ones with some undies? Yeah, those are some. She takes a nice undie pic.
Yeah, she does.
These are fairly old, yeah? I mean, I don't think she's as fucking built and like skinny, muscular as she is here. Like now, is she? Does her stomach look like that? I don't feel like it does. I guess I didn't go like side by side or anything, but.
But now we've all seen those pictures of the Big Show too, ripped as fuck, and he never looks like it when he's on TV.
The camera adds 10 pounds.
10 pounds?
Isn't that what it's called? Isn't that what people say?
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they were weird and clinical. It's just fucking weird.
Victoria her tits ones, though. God damn.
Tits look like fucking HBK's eyes or something. She's like... Her pussy's lost its smile, dude. I got a couple. Someone sent me, and I won't call out.
Wait, hold on. Is that what she tells Byron when he turns her down for sex? She's like, "Sorry, Byron, my pussy lost its smile tonight."
Yeah. Well, when Byron turns her down, she fucking takes it anyway, like an apex predator. I got a couple of shots of fucking Maurice as well. Not nude.
No,
just but 3 scantily clad ones. You guys get all the same shit, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like she's been in Playboy, so who cares?
Yeah. Got some Victoria, man.
What a champ!
Actually,
what a champ!
Dude, taking some getting fucked, and there's like a 3-minute video, and then she, finishes it off in the mouth. Pretty good shit.
She's banged a lot of local wrestlers, like around where me and Tyler live.
Oh, has
really?
She?
Yeah, kind of.
Not bad. Not bad.
You know people who fucked her, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't say I know them firsthand. I know people who know them.
Well, there you go, man. The guy she's fucking here looks like old and weird. Looks like a fucking creeper.
She
Alberta
was up
wrestling
here
scene.
for one show I've seen her at one show here. She was a special guest referee or something.
That's
I
so
also was
stupid.
at that show, Tyler.
What's that?
I also was at that
Ooh,
show.
look at that! See, we didn't even know each other back then.
Weird.
It used to be weird about coming into Edmonton. You'd be like, at Sapod, is it okay if we come in? We're like, we don't care.
Yeah.
Remember when you did this?
Didn't want to step on people's toes.
We don't care. It's a city.
Yeah, I know.
We're not like we own the city. There's like 5 other podcasts in the city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was fairly new in my game. I didn't know the whole ins and outs of the whole Edmonton system.
And now you don't care. Now you're just the biggest not give a fuck guy in podcasting.
Yeah, I'm hated by half of the Albertan wrestlers anyway. So
Tyler will shoot on anybody nowadays.
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it. I could
gonna-
shoot right now,
what's he
but I
gonna do?
won't.
What's that?
I said I could shoot right now, but I won't.
You shoot on obscure Canadian wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point.
I like when Tyler shoots on other podcasts. That's the best.
I mean,
Oh, God.
well, they deserved it though.
Yeah, it sounds like they did.
Yeah.
This is
Come on.
real inside shit here. Sorry.
Real
Jim.
inside shit. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Jim has no
anyway.
idea what we're talking about.
Got some pictures of Melina. Talking about nudes, man.
Jim's got a heart on. He's got a
How
capitalize
did you
on
find all of these?
Oh, somebody who hooked them up, man. Fucking, you host a show like this, man. People send you shit. I got you guys saw the MMA chicks, right?
it. Well, I
Jessamine-
think I assumed which ones were MMA chicks by looking at their pictures.
Jessamine Duke is one here. Who else we got? I don't know.
Is that one that
Angela
looked like she was camping in the
Magana.
woods?
I don't know. But yeah, so somebody who sends me all the shit, so he listens to the show. Props to
brother up then.
props to him. Oh, dude, I got a huge fucking dump of them sent to me on Facebook. So I woke up to that shit on that day. I think good stuff.
What a day. What a day to wake up to.
Yeah, but compared to the page thing, will anything live up to that?
No,
Well,
that was
anything
such a
on the
treasure
level
trove.
of a chick shoving shit up her own ass.
Well, I don't know. There
Or
was
even just,
the leaks of
a
Rose
threesome
McGowan.
with WWE people.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Even
good.
the Charlotte thing, you're like, ooh, nudies, and then you're like, nah, it doesn't hold the candle of the Page incident.
No.
nothing is, dude. That's why that one was so great because, yeah, naked pictures, naked selfies. That's cool. I'm down for that definitely. But dude, that was fucking a good hardcore shit right there. That's
Tearing her
proper.
butthole in the bathroom.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. That's good shit. What else did we have in the news? Billy Corgan bought the name of TNA. Bought the TNA, or not the TNA, excuse me, NWA.
The NWA. Since when has that been relevant?
I guess there's still feds who.
Oh, people still buy into
Yeah.
that shit, especially in the South.
Oh yeah.
That one
Yeah.
wasn't a dig. There just is a lot of NWA things in the South still.
Yeah,
Well,
it's you
Who's
kind of
in it for talent.
Well, it's kind of not even that. It's not even a Fed anymore, as much as it is other indie companies can buy into it. Maybe they pay a little bit of money, and then they get
They get to use the
NWA.
titles.
Yeah, and the NWA champ will come through their area. I mean, it's similar to how it used to be. And really, if there was a time where you could do something, it's now. I mean, with the indies, there's wrestling. On any given fucking Saturday night in America, how many wrestling events do you think are going on?
Oh Jesus.
Right?
Oh, what's fun?
I mean, no matter what pretty much, no matter what city you live in, there's an indie working there, you know?
Yeah. Well, isn't
It's
it
fucking-
even in Edmonton? There's one almost every weekend, isn't it? In the surrounding area.
Yeah. More or less, if not every weekend, every other weekend,
Yeah.
there's at least one promotion running.
Yeah. It's awesome, right? So I think you could maybe do something with the NWA name. If you got a guy who's a legit star, and you brought him into NWA, made him the champ, you could send him around to all the fucking indies, and that'd be something. But we'll see what happens with it, man. I don't know. Billy Corgan, I kind of have a little bit of faith in him.
I mean, he tried in TNA.
And look how that fucking went.
Yeah, I mean,
he was a part of the. He's a part of the broken thing happening. He was the one who like shoved that through.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought in better music. I mean, he did some shit. He also put himself on camera.
Yeah, that was horrible. That squeaky voice got
like like any fucking money Mark would. But we'll see what happens with that, I guess. Yeah, we mentioned at the front of the show, X-Pac. He claims those aren't meth pill like capsules, but I mean,
yeah, he claims the truth will come out. But
we'll see about that.
Yeah.
We'll be distracted by like some other wrestling chick's fucking pussy tomorrow, so
her asshole.
We'll forget about it, right?
Yeah.
I think this Charlotte thing is like everyone's already forgot about it. It's already over. It was like the excitement was short-lived.
Yeah. Once they seen it, they're like, "Meh, that's not for me."
Yeah, you're just like, well, I'm not gonna jack off to it, so.
I bet his jacking off to it is JBL. Because he likes fucking. He likes muscular women.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He does, man.
Well, he's into like strong women broads, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when he tweeted out that picture when he was watching Takeover, and one of the tabs was like name of the super muscular chick nude. Yeah. What a fucking dumb shit.
Gross.
Do you ever think like sometimes when they make mistakes like that, like I don't know, I wouldn't get caught doing that, and it's just like, do you think they're just too old to use the internet sometimes?
I think so.
Yeah, just stupid. Yeah, I mean, people do that shit. I've seen that before, where they have like a porn tab open on the picture they take. It's fucking dumb, dude.
Like what? Are you like saving it for later, or
multitasking, man?
Flipping tabs midway through?
Yeah.
Watching some wrestling,
the
beating off on
WWE pay-per-view on your computer, which is what he was doing. I mean, obviously, there's shitty matches. You just go and watch some porn.
Just go and crank it, and then you come back and you're like, oh, sweet, the main event.
Yeah.
My main event was 15 minutes ago.
Something a lot of people probably didn't catch because nobody watches 205 Live, which I didn't either. Someone else brought this to my attention, but Corey Graves cracks fucking all over Tom Phillips, and it's awesome, and they both laugh about it. We have that audio, or we do not?
We do.
Nice.
It's not like Darwin sending DMs on Instagram to people that he shouldn't have been. There's nothing, embarrassing about what he's done. He simply stole the heart of a beautiful woman from Cedric Alexander, who was neglectful. Didn't show Alicia Fox the attention she truly deserved.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander was a terrible boyfriend. Didn't care about Alicia Fox at all.
It's a lot longer flight than 4 hours for Dar.
It's so many.
Oh, it cuts right there.
What else? There was nothing else on the thing, was there?
Oh,
No,
I don't know the two.
The video you sent me ended right there.
Oh, well, shitty. But actually, yeah, it goes. There's like this moment of silence for like a couple seconds, and then fucking you can hear like somebody cracking up laughing. And as Tom comes back into calling the action, he's fucking laughing as he does it.
Well, you knew it had to be. It was so great. Just like, oh, he got me. Okay. I mean, and what's to be embarrassed about? Whoop-de-fucking do. He told the girl he's going to face fuck her.
Dude, Graves, man, he sneakily has become like fucking next level as far as like his commentary goes. Shit like that, man. That is good stuff. Healing, like that guy's really.
It's like 90s Lawler.
Yeah, it's like we just did that King of the Ring 99 on pay-per-view take 2, and there's this part where King says something about King, and Ross makes a joke about, well, do you own the name King, which is referenced like a lawsuit between him and WWF or whatever for calling Harley Race the King Harley Race. So that's good shit. Little references like most people don't get. That's awesome, dude. I just wanted to throw that out because a lot of people probably didn't see it because. I mean, why are you going to watch 205 Live? It was really bad, right? 205 Live. I mean, you guys want to talk about that a little bit? How it's just awful.
If you want to. I didn't watch it.
I don't watch it either because it's fucking awful.
I watch it because I got nothing better to do with my time, and I like all the talent.
Jesus.
But I don't watch it like the day it airs. I'm not like, oh shit, SmackDown just ended. Time for 205 Live. I'm like, well, I'll watch that on Thursday.
A little later. What other?
Yeah, you gotta pace it out. Gotta pace out your wrestling shit throughout the week.
There you go, for sure, man. What other? You got any other news stories you guys want? That's all I got.
Hogan wants to join the Bullet Club.
I saw that. So brother. I'd put him in there, dude. I would. Fucking Hulk Hogan wants to be in the Bullet Club, dude.
Be a good draw for New Japan to get, like, just as a guy to come out and people would recognize.
Dude, especially
and then WWE doesn't have him, so then New Japan can be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, and Bullet Club are heels, and like, dude, Hogan's the ultimate heel now.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, fuck, dude, that'd be great. I don't think WWE should bring back Hogan or anything like that, but as a heel, considering what he's done, he'd be great, man. He'd be a great heel.
I might just Hollywood Hogan again.
Yeah, I'd take him as like a racist version of Hollywood Hogan. It'd be amazing.
Just go around. You Japs don't know shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Or some all in, dude. Like at a Southern fucking thing, like just like going at black people and shit, like antagonizing black people. That'd be amazing, dude. Genius plan right there.
Oh, I think he'd get killed. To be completely honest with you.
You can't do that shit anymore, man.
No, you really can't.
It's like shit like, I missed that, dude. Like the heat wave incident with the Dudleys.
Oh, yeah.
Where they go out, I mean, dude, they fucking tear that crowd apart, man.
Even New Jack stabbing Gypsy Joe.
Well, that sucks, but I was like, it's like talking about, like, you know, your sister's sucking my cock, and like they go out and he spits in that lady's face and shit. Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, there's a near riot at that fucking shit from the Dudleys saying the craziest shit they can come up with.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fucking
Most
intense.
indies, from what I gather, though, are so afraid to lose the little kid market that they won't push it and fucking... There's nobody who's, like, has an real adult show going on. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but...
Like, only, like, shows that go on at, like, bars in like, the States and stuff like that. So, like, AAW or AIW, one of the two. PWG is pretty adult.
Hood Slam.
But, yeah, most, like, just random-ass indies are very PG, and it sucks, because you're just like, I wish wrestling could be edgy, but there's a 9-year-old over here, and we don't want to offend him.
Yeah.
I think it's, I mean, you almost have to. It'd almost be good to have Jared from Fully Loaded on here, but they do that too. Like they do like a regular show, it's an all ages affair, and then they do bar shows which are more, you know, adult, which I like. I think that's a good way to go if you're gonna do it. But yeah, I don't want to go to wrestling for kids. It fucking sucks.
That's the problem with going to like WWE house shows. You're just like,
I don't go anymore. Fuck that shit. I went to that one.
You had a bad trip one time when you were there, Jim, right? He was like, "There's kids here. What's going on, man?"
I did have a bad trip. I was like stoned out of my fucking mind, and there was like families around and shit, and I was just like, "Oh, I couldn't do it, man." So some other wrestling this week I want to talk about. Fucking New Japan had the how's that pronounced? Dontaku?
Wrestling Dontaku.
Wrestling Dontaku.
They have the greatest poster for that event every year, and it's everybody in a promotion just as a cartoon. Oh, it's so great.
Oh, really, Tyler? Can you link me to that?
I'll send you it.
Nice. Really fucking, I kind of skimmed through it because it's like 47 hours long, like any other.
4 hours, like 45 minutes.
There's a lot of good shit there, though. Cody and Finlay had a pretty good match, I thought.
Yeah.
There was a Liger sighting in a 6-man tag, him and Yuji Nagata, so I was stoked for that. Versus a team that had multiple tiger masks on it. Like, how you can't fucking beat that shit?
Did they have
especially when one of the tiger masks
and the actual tiger mask?
They had, like, tiger masks. I don't know what I was out of my head and hardly. I mean, there was just 2 tiger masks, 2 different eras of tiger masks, like 1 and 2 and 4 or 3 and 5 or whatever the fucking deal is. As there was many. I don't think it was that weird. It wasn't the weird fucking character thing. I don't remember you guys weren't fans of that, right? With the versus ACH. He was like the
Oh
dark.
yeah, I don't like that shit where they play out the anime in real life.
I thought it was a fucking awesome match because at the end of the day, like the two dudes in there was like, who does the fucking white one again?
I don't know.
ACH evil one.
Kushida? No, not Kushida. Who's the guy who was in the Cruiserweight Classic but didn't sign? Japanese guy.
I'm trying to think.
Ibushi.
Ibushi, right?
Yeah, he's the
The
Tiger
Ibushi
Mask
is the
W.
white
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, I don't like necessarily it's two cartoon character fucking tigers like fighting, but really at the end of the day, it's like that and him and ACH. I mean, those matches are fucking crazy, dude. That match at Wrestle Kingdom was awesome. ACH is badass.
Oh, he is. He's really good.
He's fucking super badass. What else was that? Did I see in there, man? I mean, there's a lot of Japanese guys I don't fucking know. At first, there's like a tag match to open. I'm like, I have no idea who any of these guys are.
Well, those are usually, if they're all wearing black trunks, they're all the young lions that are working down in the dojo.
Oh, okay.
Right? So there's one guy that was in one of these opening matches, I believe, that's only been wrestling for 2 weeks. And
What?
Oh, yeah, dude. And it pokes holes in the Performance Center like nobody's business because this guy's better than 3/4 of the people in the Performance Center.
Well, what is it about that place, man? Like, that's something to me, like, well, they don't never do that. The ego is in the way there, but they should definitely look and, like, what are those guys doing over there? And start doing it at NXT because the results are fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can take, I mean, WWE is they failed so much at a homegrown guy, you know, somebody they built from nothing.
Well, what do you mean, Roman Reigns?
The biggest star in the company, dude.
But
I mean,
Braun Strowman as an example. Do you consider him coming from elsewhere, or would you
he's
consider him?
homegrown.
I would consider him homegrown, yeah.
Oh,
He's
is.
a pretty big star right now.
Yeah, I mean, within their own fucking system, though. And I mean, he's a pretty good example, I guess. I'll give you that. But yeah, he was like a strong man, and they signed him. They fucking saw him and got him, you know. So
And just like, look at him.
well, yeah, look at it. I mean, doesn't take a fucking genius to see a guy like that looks like that and be like, oh, we'll make him a wrestler. It's kind of surefire. I mean, credit to him for picking it up because he could be a dog shit wrestler, but he's not. He's passable at this point.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So
He's as passable as like old big guys like Hillbilly Jim and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's better than a lot of fucking, he's bigger than most fucking big guys are, I think. But yeah, what the main fucking matches of discussion on this was Omega and Ishii was fucking amazing, dude.
Oh,
I've heard nothing but good things about that match so far. I haven't checked that out yet, though.
it's worth it. It's probably, in my opinion, the best match of the week.
Yeah, it's the best match of the week.
It's unreal.
Cool, I'll definitely check it out then.
It's the best match of the week. It's probably the best match of the month.
Oh,
I
probably.
fucking really liked that match, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really fucking good. Yeah, dude. It's like, get to this point where it's like, every time, I hate to be that way, but man, Omega comes back and like, boom, here's another fucking gem.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just a one-man deal. It was like, Ishii was fucking awesome in that match, too.
Ishii is amazing. Just the character that he just oozes, just being that short, stubby hydrant guy. You know what I mean? It's just you look at him. He doesn't seem menacing as a body type, but in his face, he looks like he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's got just a wicked mean mug.
Oh, he do.
How old is that guy?
I would say late 30s.
Oh, he's pretty old then. Okay. I was trying to just like figure out how old he was. He looks fairly grizzled. But yeah, I mean, that was the match. Dude, that stole the show, man. After that, I had a hard time. Can somebody tell me something about this fucking...
Bad Luck Fale?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on here,
Bad
man?
Luck Fale has been in the Bullet Club since, I think it's the inauguration.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
been in there
all-
since the get-go.
And he's from, I think, New Zealand, and he's the worst promo in the world. And he's not
Yeah.
a very good wrestler.
No, I feel like, dude, there's a lot of big guys that you could get to be that kind of a character. Like, why don't you just get Jeff Cobb or something? I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they've had Fale for years, and they've been building this for a couple months now. So
didn't do much for me, man.
No, not really. It was still like Okada's not going to have a bad match, no matter who's in the ring with him. Like, he had that match. Who was that match that he had with the old man that dropped him on his head? That still was a decent match.
Yeah. Who the fuck was that?
I can't remember his name.
Some retirement match. The guy's like 75 years old.
Yeah, goes to do a power bomb or something, drops Okada, the main man in New Japan, right on his head.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. You know, if you skim through it, like I said, Cody Finley was cool. You know, just 2 second-generation guys, and that was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Good stuff in there.
The rumor is that it's going to be Omega Okada for the heavyweight championship at New Japan Dominion.
I think that was announced, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Maybe.
I think they announced that, yeah.
They could have announced it.
Oh, well, at the end of this, I mean, Okada called him out, so...
Yeah. I assume so.
I watched it.
With the Japanese...
Do you guys like Okada?
I think Okada's great.
Yeah, I like him. I actually thought when Nakamura got signed, everyone's like, "Oh, he's a surefire to get over." I was like, I think Okada could do better here than him almost with the whole gimmick. But I like him. I mean, he has great matches with other people who are good. So,
did you see that WWE actually ended up getting Okada's face on NXT this week?
How'd they do that?
In the Roderick Strong promo.
Oh.
There's a still picture of Roderick Strong with having Okada in some kind of submission.
Nice. Definitely use that picture. I don't blame him. I would too.
Oh, yeah.
And then I actually got to watch something we don't talk much about on the show, but based on this, maybe more. WCPW Mexico qualifier. From what I'm gathering here, they filmed this a week ago, and then it aired yesterday on YouTube for free, and it was fucking awesome. This was like so much better of a show than Payback was. Oh man!
Every wrestler in this like bracket is a good Mexican talent.
Yeah, except for fucking one. No, fucking the guy who's not a Mexican. Fake Mexican. We'll talk about that. But yeah, man, you watched the show too, or no?
Me? Yeah, I've seen most of this.
Most of it, yeah. Dude, it's fucking really good.
Which is cool. Like, I've never really gone into what culture wrestling.
Me neither.
Just because, like, I was like, internet promotion. But at this point, there's so much good talent they have.
Dude, this tournament is a fucking awesome idea. 64-man tournament with different regions: Canada. The U.S., Japan, Scotland, England, Mexico, and then I think there's one that's all, other.
Europe.
And maybe there's an Australian one, I'm not sure. But that's a cool idea, 64-man tournament. Can't beat that shit.
If it's done well, if it's done right, yeah.
Yeah. And, I thought, like, two very clever of them to the way that they mix it in, they mix in their people with that. So they have these matches going, and in between them is like their guys with their belts, doing their fucking shit. And I thought it was a really good way to kind of work it in there. I thought I fucking lost it now. I had sent it earlier in a message to somebody. I was going to go through the Canada. If you want to look that up while I'm talking about this, somebody. The Canada roster which is coming up in Toronto in a couple of weeks here. It's a pretty good fucking lineup of Canadian guys.
Yeah, I'm looking up here now.
Boom. But yeah, the show also, dude, they had red, white, and green ropes for the Mexico qualifier. I popped hard as fuck for that.
That's pretty cool. That's a nice little touch.
But yeah, definitely the Mexico. That's why I know they already did the Scotland one and shit, which I'm like, I don't hate on UK wrestling, but to me it's like two guys with twisty mustaches and regular tights You know, like wrestling. I'm like, eh. It's like all the same guys. They're all just like white guys, and they're all, you know,
They all
I
look
don't
like
know.
a fucking hipster.
It's just weird to me. Like they all like, yeah, no one has like a really stand out. Some guys do. I mean, I'm not saying it, but definitely this one was far more entertaining than the Africa region qualifier.
I can't find this anywhere.
Oh, really?
I'm having a hard time.
Oh, dude. I had it earlier. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll fucking find it while I do this.
What a guy, Jim. Just putting the podcast on your back. I'm also trying to find this.
Fucking do it. Yeah, man. Just, you know, I found it earlier today. There you go. You go to, I found it already.
God damn.
I don't, the Canadian roster is, has fucking Elgin.
Well, yeah.
Meh.
Let me see here. I'll find it.
Oh, okay, I got it. Michael
I beat
Elgin.
you to it. All right, go ahead.
Michael Elgin, Kyle O'Reilly, Harry Smith, Rene Dupree, Tyson Ducks. Who's Brett Banks? I don't know who Brett Banks is.
I don't know. And I think Tariq has been replaced actually now.
Okay. I was just going to say, I don't know who that is either.
Replaced by somebody else now, but anyway.
And you got Frankie the Mobster.
Frankie the Mobster's awesome.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
He used to wrestle with Generico and Steen back in the Indies. There's a great story on Colt Cabana's podcast about, I think it's on one of the ones that Kevin Steen's on, about Frankie the Mobster spitting on a lady at a show and just them getting like almost a riot happening. Similar to the Dudley thing. But yeah, he'll be fun to see.
And then also
he's
in
like
action.
a great guy who never made it.
Fair enough.
There you go.
But also in action that night, Martin Kirby, Joe Henry, Zack Sabre Jr., and El Ligero.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll do some of those matches, then they'll put two of their guys, you know, building their storyline in between them and shit. It's very fucking well done. I hate that, like, Blompier, you know that guy from fucking What
You mean
Culture?
Plumpy?
Whatever the fuck his name is. He's like the general manager, and I'm like, he comes
Do you
out
not like
like,
their YouTube stuff either?
I like King Ross, that's about it.
Because he reminds you of yourself?
No, just because his shit's actually funny. The rest of them, like, no. I mean, I'm not gonna, like,
The What Culture guys?
I've honestly can easily say I've never seen one show.
there you go.
That's because, like, the one nice thing is they help get some wrestling knowledge and info out there. But the people who are watching this, you're like, like, for anyone who's really already into wrestling, we wouldn't go to that as our source for news.
No.
No.
Go to, like, Meltzer. I don't know.
It's a more casual thing too.
Yeah,
And
it's
really,
more casuals. And, like,
Yeah.
people on, like, my Twitter timeline who I just know via, like, video gaming stuff will tweet, and they, like, love the characters of What Culture personalities. And I'm like, well, they're not wrestlers. They're YouTubers.
yeah, that
you
company's fucking huge though, dude. I was looking into some of that shit. They have like probably 50, 60 employees or something from what I saw. Place is fucking huge. Anyway, I don't know how they're doing it with these shows, man. Like, look how expensive this Mexico show had to be from a booking perspective. Unbelievable.
Who? Because I didn't see the show. Who was on the Mexican show?
Well, I'll go through the matches for you. First match we had Pentagon and Phoenix, and
This
they
is a bracket
addressed.
match.
Yeah, this is a bracket match. They addressed here that they were brothers, which was kind of weird. Like in the video package, Pentagon's like, I know him well because he's my brother and shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna call him Pentagon, by the way, not to be like
Penta L,
you know,
0M or whatever.
yeah, not to be a smark like the people we've talked shit on last week on the show, but like
This is
That I
easy.
just did by calling them Generico and Steen.
no, because
No,
they
you
were
were
generic
referring
when
to back
Steen at
then,
the
though.
time.
Oh, and okay, so it works in that scenario because I'm
Yes.
referring to old stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But if you were like talking about what Steen did on Raw last week, then I would shit on you.
So on Payback, we had Steen and Jericho.
Yeah.
Prior to that
but yeah,
was Devitt.
I honestly don't, because I don't know how the fucking his new name is stupid. It's fucking awful. If you're Pentagon and you lost your name, why wouldn't you just become Pentagram? You're already a dark character. Just put some pentagrams. Seriously.
You don't want Satan to sue you.
Pentagram would have been a way better fucking idea for this guy. Instead he's Penta, what is it?
L0M or something like that.
Stupid, dude.
Yeah.
That name sucks. Luckily his brother was a lot smarter by being Ray Phoenix. But this was a really good match, dude. I thought it was fucking awesome. Pentagon, like, is it with a fucking Mexican destroyer and then right into the package pile driver, which the package pile driver is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I watched him drop it a bunch on this show, and it's just like, fuck, it's awesome, dude.
It's a move I genuinely mark out for. Not just back when, like, Owens used to do it, but who's the girl who does it too, Tyler?
Oh, Jesus. I have no idea. I can't remember now.
I thought she was in TNA.
Like, I don't. Is it Sienna or ODB?
Yeah, I think Sienna does it.
Maybe.
Or she also does a package pile driver, and like I don't know, it's a cool move. I mark out for it.
Yeah, that's good shit. Drago was defeated by El Ligero, which are you guys familiar? He's a British guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
he's like a British. Yeah, he's British and plays like a luchador. It's a very fucking generico sort of situation.
Yeah, it's a tongue-in-cheek.
And like so, during the promo package, it shows Drago talking, and it subtitles it and shit. And then it goes to Ligero and he like shrugs, and doesn't say anything, because obviously he's British.
Like he knows. Like that is it supposed to be kind of a shtick? Like
Yeah, it's exactly that was supposed to be funny. And I was like, I didn't like that he was in this to begin with. And then the fact that he went over Drago, I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Only those fucking marks at What Culture would put a fucking British guy over fucking Drago in a Mexican tournament.
Now, though, mind you, Drago may not have been available for the following tournaments.
Oh, I'm sure, but I still didn't like it. It was like
you still have him win the first round and then lose later on that show.
Yeah. And then they had two of their guys, which I was about to fast forward when I saw this guy was like something Wainwright or whatever. And I'm about to hit fast forward, and it's like hardcore match. I'm like, oh, the fucking A, dude. Him and a dude called Primate.
I've never heard
It was
of
like an old fucking Taz mark from the look of it. He comes out with a towel on his head. And
oh, I thought you were going to say that he had like cheetah print and that long, weird haircut.
No. But he just like came out with a towel on his head and kind of looked like him. I don't know.
So the UK scene thinks it's like 2002 still?
Maybe.
I won't say that.
But Taz is still cool.
There's some chair spots. Sure. They pour a bunch of tacks out, of course. And then like sit on chairs across from each other in the sea of tacks, like fucking slapping each other and then punching each other. Which was a weird spot, but it was kind of cool.
I hate that spot in deathmatch wrestling. Let's sit on chairs and like have a slobber knocker now. Let's go shot for shot with strikes.
An interesting spin on it is he like punches him in the stomach, and then like with a handful of tacks makes it look like he dropped him over his mouth, and then like into the guy's mouth, punched him again, and the dude spit tacks all over. It was pretty cool. I was like, that's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I would never do it.
What's that?
I would never do it.
Yeah, well, no, but it looked cool.
Oh, definitely.
And the dude's one of the guys, Wainwright's bitch, gets in the match. She interferes. She's the women's champion of there. I don't know what her name is. I don't care. But she comes in and fucking the Primate guy power bombs her into the tacks. I was like, that's fucking gangster, man.
Just some good old-fashioned ECW war on women right there.
Yeah, and she was in her gear, too, so she had her whole back exposed. Like, fuck, yeah. And then does, like, kind of an off-the-top catching rock bottom. Like, he catches Wainwright jumping off the top and gets him into, like, a fucking rock bottom into the tacks. I thought it was awesome, dude. I mean, like, hardcore match. I'm fucking in on that shit.
Yeah, we don't get one of those very often anymore unless you're watching, like, CZW or something.
Right. It was good.
Who watches CZW anymore?
Yeah. El Patron and Mysterio had a match, which was awesome.
I fucking
Pretty
can't stand him so. Oh, I don't know if it's just the TNA aspect of it, but in TNA, I think he's god awful. Work
Who's that?
wise.
Patrice?
Yeah.
ADR.
Oh, I think he sucks too, dude. Don't get me wrong. I think he's the shits. Other than like his little run in Lucha was cool,
Yeah.
but other than that, no.
I'm rewatching like season 1 now that it's on Netflix, and like ADR just showed up, and I got like mildly excited, and I was like, "This is a short-lived thing, though, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Well,
But he did a
the
good
whole
job
season.
there. He came back, and he was. A lot of it was that he was mad that. Well, plus he got that deal, but he left before that because he was mad that he wasn't like the champion or something.
Yeah, they also I don't think they were paying him enough.
Well, whatever. Mysterio beats him. Dude, fucking Rey Mysterio can still go.
Oh, without a doubt. Especially now that he's not going 3 times a week.
God, WWE, are they trying to get this guy back at all?
I doubt he'd
fucking
ever go
mind.
back. I doubt he'd ever go back.
Dude, he would go back for a limited fucking run.
Yeah, but then they just RVD him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth Ray going back.
No.
Ray might as well just protect himself and do good bookings that he wants on the indies.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see him go back, kind of, but then, yeah, you're right. He's just going to go back and put somebody else over.
That's it. That's
Unless
all
it like establishes like Kalisto as the new Ray or something, it's not worth it.
I mean, what's the chances of that happening, right? That didn't
The
work.
fuck was that?
That was
Lucha goddamn.
goddamn woo.
Oh, I couldn't even tell what it was.
No, because for some reason that played through my computer when the rest of them have not. So
That's weird.
I don't know.
But it was a good match. And then, dude, I had no idea what was coming up on this show. So as it was happening, I was surprised. Juventud Guerrero, dude. Some fucking Hoovy juice.
Is he wearing the mask again?
Movie Mark.
Dude, I'm not a Hoovy mark, but I haven't seen Hoovy in a long time on TV or in a wrestling ring. I popped hard for Juventud Guerrero, man.
That's
don't
because he's
believe
been
you
making
when you
all
say
this
you're not a
money
Hoovy
sucking
mark.
dick for Conan on his podcast.
I fucking love him on the podcast, dude. He sings his songs and shit.
We got a new track for you.
Hoovy's fucking great. He's another guy that I've said before that they should bring back. Bring Hoovy back and put him in the fucking 205 and have him put some people over or something. He can still go too, dude.
Oh, I bet.
still-
I mean, Hoovy's whole problem was he was lazy when he shouldn't have been. My opinion.
Well, he also went on a crazy car chase and shit.
Yeah, he did have some trouble.
He's fucking crazy. But he defeated Hio dos Caras, which is the brother of ADR and the son of Dos Caras. So, yeah, Juventud defeated him, which is awesome because that sets up for later in the show. That sets up fucking Ray and Hoovy, man, which is a match. Even Stryker says it there. It probably hasn't happened since 1997.
No, they
You know?
did it at. Oh no, that was Ray and Psychosis. They did at ECW One Night Stand.
Yeah, I haven't seen, dude. I don't think Juventud and Ray have. Maybe they wrestled somewhere in Mexico, in a fucking, down there. But so I was pretty stoked for that, man. With this Rampage defeats Travis Banks.
Sure.
I fast forwarded through it. It's just 2 white guys. I'm like, as I recall, 2 white guys. Anyway, Brandy Rhodes comes out. She introduces Cody Rhodes. So that was pretty cool. And Stryker says that he'll take Brandy Rhodes over Lillian Garcia and Justin Roberts any day of the week. I thought it was fucking pretty awesome.
Gay!
But I also,
I think Matt Stryker is the commentator. I think he brings something interesting to the table.
yeah, I like him too. Also, did I mention that I've got some bad news? But fucking Barrett's on the commentary team for the whole show.
Oh no.
He was okay.
Stu!
I just don't like the name Stu Bennett. It's weird.
It's
So,
a very regal name.
yeah.
My name is Stu
It's,
Bennett.
it is the shit, dude. So yeah, I mean that was a good match actually. Cody and Galloway's last independent shot, which this is just a week ago. So he had already been working in NXT.
Yeah, he was one of the few that they let
it.
continue his bookings.
Yeah. In there's like a ref bump, and then this Drake, which I don't think it was. Well, I guess we're in England. I couldn't tell like who this guy was. Was it like, is that Eli Drake? Is this some other Drake? Is this the rapper Drake? I don't know what the fuck. But he jumps in, and then of course Stu gets up and gets in there and gives him whatever the fuck he called his elbow. Anybody? Anyone?
Bullhammer?
Yeah.
Well,
that's what he used to call it in the WWE, anyways.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like after the match, Cody won, and after the match, Cody had a really good speech. I guess him and Galloway are good friends, like really good friends.
A lot of guys in the Indies were pretty good friends with Galloway. Apparently, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, so he had a really good speech, and then Galloway had a fucking really awesome speech. It was pretty cool, man. Pentagon defeated El Ligero, thank God. And Ray defeated Hoovy, which, like I said, I was stoked for that match. I haven't seen that, and I don't think it's happened in 20 years, man.
Yeah, maybe not.
Crazy. So the finals, I guess, of this shit are in August, and then that Canada one's coming up. That's going to be a good show, too.
Yeah, a few of the names there are really good. I'm a big fan of Tyson Ducks.
Yeah, I guess how it usually works is they do it, they film it, and then a week later they premiere it on YouTube for free. So I think we'll definitely cover that one when that comes up, because I'm going to watch that fucker. And, pretty good shit from these guys, man. I don't want to watch their show where generic white British guy takes on, generic white British guy. But when they want to bring in people like this, bring in fucking awesome people, I'll watch that.
I was going to say, every show also has, like, Cody Rhodes on it. It used to always have Drew Galloway, and it always has Alberto Del Rio, too, now.
When he shows up.
Those are just their guys.
I mean, you know how much money this must have cost, though? Honestly. Oh. Look at that roster of guys. They flew to England for this. Holy fuck, man.
Oh, they didn't do this in Mexico?
No.
Oh, wow. Fair enough.
They would have been smart to do that. They would have been smart to, have Crash run it or something, but
no way. Then El Ligero would have gotten stabbed.
True, rightfully so. This one in Canada is being handled by somebody else, I think.
Yeah, it's not in the UK. It's at the Phoenix Coliseum. I thought it said.
In Toronto. But I'm saying, is Smash Wrestling a thing in Canada?
Yeah, Smash Wrestling is the big Toronto one.
That's who is kind of doing shit with this. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, it is. I see it here. Yeah.
Smash seems like a good promotion. From all the stuff I've ever seen them do.
Yeah, I've heard.
Do they have a weekly show? If not, they should.
I think they do on their YouTube.
Really? Because that's to me what sets it apart. Our friends at Fully Loaded Wrestling, of course. They have a weekly show. WC. You ever watch that shit out of Vancouver? They have a weekly show, which is actually really well done, dude. Filmed very well. Everything in there is pretty fucking good, man. It's amazing how many wrestling companies have shows on YouTube now.
Smash is an on-demand service.
Oh, it's on demand?
Yeah.
Yeah, go fuck yourself then. How many people pay for that, really?
I don't know. I don't know, under 10,000.
I would probably pay for it if he could.
Nah.
If he could, why couldn't he?
Well, I mean, if he wanted to, he could pay for it. That's what I meant
if I wanted to, I could, but I've tried. I've done the ICW one. I quickly ended up just watching a little bit of it, and it's not really worth the $10 a month.
How can you justify that? That's the thing too. With I get that other people have to have different models, but Ring of Honor, how am I supposed to pay you $30 or $40 or whatever it is when I get the history of wrestling for $10 a month, man? It's just, I refuse. I mean, as fucked as it sounds, people are oh, you should support, and I probably should support it, but I'm not gonna pay money to watch any wrestling.
Probably once or twice a year, I'll chip in with other people to get Ring of Honor pay-per-views.
If I had buddies, who wanted to watch it and pitch in, I would do that. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mainly just wait till the next day.
Yeah. So that was a good show. I mean, dude, we're fucking running long already. So I mean, I don't want to. If there's any points of Raw, and I'm looking through my notes here. Was there anything? I don't remember anything that was. The main event was good.
The main event was actually pretty decent, yeah.
But I mean, other than that, was there anything that was like?
No, it was a pretty bad week for WWE as a whole. Ratings were in the shitter.
Yeah. Once again.
Dude.
Yeah, Raw did a 2.86, which is definitely one of the lower numbers following a pay-per-view, but it set a 20-year record for non-football season Raws.
Good.
And non-holiday.
And non-holiday.
So just the worst regular show of all time where they have no excuse.
Yeah.
One thing I think was funny is like last week I was bitching about how they don't do any 6-man tags in 205 Live this week. 6-man tag.
Somebody was listening.
Thanks, lads. Yeah. But I mean, it was, like I said, Enzo fucking pins Gallows, or Gallows pins Enzo, 50-50 booking. The open with all these women, I thought fucking sucked.
Oh, I liked Pouty Bailey, though. I thought that was some good character development there.
Oh, fuck.
Wink.
Oh, wink.
Shipping with that Apollo Crews. Look confused.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Look at that character development.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
dude,
has a
that's
smile and confused.
Dude. I want to talk about that guy. Yeah, fucking a Medium Johnson. As we're gonna call for
Yes. Well, he even does a variation of the Pearl River Plunge too, doesn't he?
Why do we all remember that that's his finisher? That's a good. You know, it's a good name when everybody remembers it, even if you were shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they are very similar.
Yeah. Speaking of which, because I'll forget, and I forget to do anything on this show. So when something comes up that sparks my fucking stoned brain, I'm gonna put it in there. The next pay-per-view, Take Two, the fans voted for WCW Uncensored 2000, and holy shit, this show, man! I just wanted to point out that Ahmed Johnson is wrestling in WCW there.
Yeah, he's Big T, right? He
forgot
fights Booker T for the right for the T, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what else? Come on.
What?
Come on, hit it.
What?
Oh, waiting for a certain sample. No? All right. Yes.
Ahmed Johnson
fat.
gains a lot of weight.
He is fat as fuck. Anyway, so in the coming weeks here, I don't know when we're recording, but the next episode of Pay-Per-View Take Two is WCW Uncensored 2000, and it is fucking crazy. Holy shit, man. Matches have like one stip or two steps, or the stip changes halfway through the match. It is fucking, it's madness.
WCW at its finest.
Yeah, I can't wait to put to record that one. But anyway, yeah, Raw was. I mean, and Medium Johnson can't get anything. That a Medium Johnson and the red tights doing the Pearl City Plunge would be a better gimmick than anything they've given this guy since they signed him.
Oh, dude, I would pop so hard for that. Bring back Petey Williams, and he could be his rendition of Scott Steiner, and they could just run wild.
Dude, to liken this guy to Ahmed Johnson, other than looks, is just like tragic because Ahmed Johnson is like the worst. This guy's fantastic, but dude,
He needs more elbow pads. Give him
And
shit ton
knee
more
pads.
elbow pads.
can you give this guy something though? Like, for the love of God, man! Like, honestly, put this Titus thing going on. Like, this is awful. Give him something. Fuck.
I feel like this is more giving Titus something than giving Apollo Crews something.
Yeah,
Exactly, dude.
it really is.
'Cause he's now famous T.
Yeah, the show.
Oh my god, you should call him that.
It would work, wouldn't it? Yeah. Famous Titus, famous T.
If people are already butthurt that it's like kind of gimmick infringing on famous B, just straight up
Yeah.
call him famous T.
Famous T. I like it. It's good. But yeah, the show is pretty much dog shit.
Wait, how long till Titus kisses Apollo Crews on the mouth?
Oh, 3 weeks.
He'll think it's his son. He'll kiss him on the mouth. He only kisses his sons on the mouth.
Oh,
Didn't he kiss his wife on the mouth? Only the Suns.
Yeah, probably just the Suns.
Just the Suns. Yeah.
God. But it was nice because it was a Reigns-free show, which I always appreciate. It's also a Strowman free show, which we didn't talk about that.
Because
How
he
fucking
injures his
stupid.
rotator.
Why did they have Roman Reigns like take him out with the door thing at the end? That was awful.
Well, and claiming he has a torn rotator cuff, that's not an injury they normally use as the fake injuries.
Dude.
No, because it takes like 6 months to heal from.
Yeah, exactly. Like Cesaro and Cena were out for a good bit of time with those.
And why I didn't get why they did that. They're like they couldn't help it. They're like, okay, and then Roman loses. But what if then Roman dodges him? Like, God damn it, man. You can't help yourself.
And then Roman gets the last laugh.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Like it's so cartoony the way they book Roman Reigns at times. Like, it's like he's got to, even if he gets the shit beat out of him, oh well, he was hurt, but he still got the last laugh at the end.
Fighting Braun Strowman would be like fighting a fucking boss on a Super Nintendo game. Like he charges up and then he runs at you, and all you have to do is dodge it, and he slams into something. That's how you beat him. That's how you beat the boss, right? And that's all his match with Reigns is like run at you, you dodge, he runs into stuff. That's the only damage he takes. And they do it like 5-6 times in a match. It's just like fucking ridiculous. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. It is ridiculous.
They have a tag turmoil next week.
That always
Golden
goes over
Truth
well.
are in, so yeah, I don't know.
I like how they acknowledge the win-loss thing there, but like everyone else, 50-50.
Yeah, you guys haven't won enough. I thought that was pretty good. A tag turmoil is what exactly?
It's like a gauntlet match where whoever it's like you just whoever wins at the end. They did one on SmackDown like a couple months ago.
I fucking hate that gimmick, dude.
Yeah.
I dislike that
You
gimmick.
just do a round robin. It takes a couple weeks.
You know what else I dislike? Fucking beat the clock shit. Which SmackDown just did like last week.
Yeah, beat the clock.
Fucking don't like that either. It's a stupid gimmick. But yeah, was there anything here on SmackDown?
There was the Law and Order parody.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was pretty good.
That was
pretty good.
was fucking good, dude. The Fashion Files.
Yeah.
See, that's what you remember how we were talking about the House of Horror should have acknowledged all the wacky weird shit in WWE? They kind of did that with the bulletin board that they had. They had
really
a picture
did.
of Freddie Blassie that's framed, Vince McMahon's mugshot, Shining Stars equal fraud ? On the board.
Yeah.
Like that shit was golden.
I feel like they let these guys go a little bit here. Like they didn't write this. I know that. Like these two guys decided what's in the background and shit. I feel like,
Very possible.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Dude, it
And
was
also,
fun.
like, Tyler Breeze called him Deputy Dongo again, which I always mark out for.
Yeah. Also, the McMahon mugshot back. I don't know if you mentioned that in your thing.
Yeah.
That's
I did.
awesome. Okay.
It is awesome. It's just sweet to see them acknowledge all this, like, weird, dumb shit that they've done.
They're going through like some of the things about the Uggos, some of the things that their offenses, and fucking he's like jaywalking, and the fucking Breeze comes in with like, also Jimmy walking.
Yeah.
What? Which is just funny.
Yeah, it's
great.
fucking hilarious, man.
Like, it's like if Zoolander was cops now at this point.
Yeah.
I'm fucking into it, dude. I hate to admit it, I didn't like it for a while, but this, yeah, I do like this.
This sealed the deal here. Like, if they get a couple more of these,
I started to come around to the tag team when I seen them at a live show, and they were actually pretty good in the match. But this, character-wise, just makes it fucking head over heels better.
Yeah. Why, another question just moving on, why they're doing this, like, face turn for Charlotte? Isn't that weird, dude? Like, why would you do that?
She was the best woman heel they had, and they turned her face. It makes no sense.
I mean, I don't like her character. I don't really like... She's good wrestling, but I don't like her. Oh, that's weird. She's a good wrestler, but I don't like watching her, no matter if she's heel or face or anything. I don't care.
you just don't want her to talk, right?
I don't like the way she talks, though.
Like, you don't like her cadence?
It sounds like a little kid or something. Like a mad little kid. I don't know.
Even her tweet about the leaks or like a mad little kid?
Yeah.
It's like, take these off the internet now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The whole
that's gonna happen.
Women thing over that. Yeah, my favorite part, I forgot to mention, my favorite part of her nudes was her fucking WWE phone case.
Yeah.
Good work, dummy.
Way to just bury the company. It's like, well, at least there's no title belt. Well, her phone case has got the logo.
Yeah, could you take nude pictures of yourself? Oh, also, could you put our logo on the pictures? That'd be great. Thanks.
If you could just put a watermark of the WWE logo.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you've already done that? It's cool? Okay.
Yeah. That picture may as well have had like Raw 7 p.m. / 8 p.m. on the bottom, Mondays, you know.
Sponsored by Popeyes.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing with the 6 women, I guess. It's like a 3-on-3 fucking scenario for some reason. I don't care. There's nothing happening in women's wrestling on the main roster that I could give a fuck about.
No,
on either
really.
side.
Honestly, it's not much better at NXT.
But Candice LeRae was there this week, so it's all good.
Yeah, there's basically no mention of her whatsoever. She's just Candice.
Yeah, dude. I also thought like there's this little funny segment with Aiden English, and he fucking loses, he comes backstage and has a funny segment with Jericho.
Oh, he has a mental breakdown?
Yeah. Did you see the Jericho thing? I think I sent it to you. The Jericho video where he's like his last interview on Raw.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have Tom Phillips and whatever the other guy's name is come out. Fucking awesome.
They're clones.
Yeah, he goes off thinking they're clones. I think that was a really funny segment too. Wastedon.com should have been on this show. But yeah, nothing really over here, is there?
What, for SmackDown?
Owens gets the belt back, obviously, as anyone expected.
Oh, you knew it was going to happen as soon as they announced it.
And then they found a way to write him off by just getting him shit canned.
Yeah.
If they have Jericho sell the neck all hard and then don't get a fucking... Why would you not bring a stretcher out and put him on it?
Because the stretcher shit's played out right now. Everybody's getting stretched out.
Well, fuck. You don't have a guy sell that he's got a neck injury and then like have them help him onto the ring. That's fucking retarded. Everybody knows the first thing you do. They teach children that shit, don't they? Someone has a hurt neck, don't move them until you stabilize their fucking head. You know, it's stupid. And obviously, you know, I don't expect kayfabe or anything. Especially, you see the pictures of Roman Reigns and Braun taken in the sights in Italy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, hanging out with Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
some people got really mad about that. It's like
kayfabe has been dead for years. Who cares? That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's like up on Titus's Twitter, and then he quickly deleted it. So, I mean, I would disagree with it being on, like, tweeting that shit out. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I agree. But, I mean, go and take pictures and have fun. And, I mean, it can be on your fucking personal Facebook and shit or whatever. But, yeah, I didn't have... Some people were, like, really fucking hot about that.
Yeah,
so,
that's people with too easy of lives.
Oh, that's true. So, yeah, Raw sucked. SmackDown, I think, sucked. NXT, you kind of mentioned. What did we have on this?
Not a whole lot, really. It was a bunch of squash matches.
Defeats Danny Burch. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
Heavy Machinery.
The UK show coming soon.
Dude, is that vignette for Patrick Clark?
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. They're going to try to do a push with this. See, that's like for everything that's good in NXT, there's shit that's like, are you fucking serious?
Like Kona
like,
Reeves.
What makes you think this is going to be good?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Heavy Machinery and some jobbers.
Yeah.
I want to like them. As I say every week, I want to like these guys for like all of their inherent 90s WCW-ness. But Tucker Knight's not fat enough.
Well, like... Otis Dosevich is so good.
Complain. I thought you were going to complain the guy makes annoying sound effects, and you're like, no, one guy's not big enough for me.
He's not fat enough. They don't look like a tag team.
Jim's like, let me be the judge of who's chubby and who's not.
Well, dude, hire back Bull Dempsey, man. Like, Bull Dempsey and this guy, I'm in, dude. Yeah. I just don't like that tonight.
No, Tucker Knight can go suck a chode. Otis Dosovich is great.
Yeah, they win the match, and then like they do a promo. They get a microphone, and I'm like, oh god. And Drozovic, dude, straight up 1990s, like coked out Legion of Doom style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was awesome. It reminded me of LOD.
He was great. He really was.
But yeah, Tucker Knight sucks. He gets it on the mic. He's awful. So like he sucks in the ring. He's not fat enough. He's not good on the mic. Let's just cut a fucking loose here and get a different fat guy for Heavy Machinery before it's too fucking late.
Done deal.
But
done deal.
Yeah, Rocky Iakea is the guy returning Hideo Itami.
Yeah, Hideo Itami easily beats him.
As I said before, like, dude, this is it for Itami. This is it.
This is the
Your
last
fucking chance, man. Yeah.
And then we get a lackluster finish to the Who is Roderick Strong.
Which is pretty good.
I thought it was good.
At this point, the WWE drone should get behind Roderick Strong, which is actually really nice to see, considering his gimmick is just like, I'm a dude.
I don't like bullying.
Which is such a fucking lie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what Roderick
Strong is such a jockey, like, bro dude.
Oh,
he reminds, what I think of him is like, he reminds me of like, yeah, like in high school, like he'd be like a jockey bro kind of guy, but he would be like a nice guy still, you know? He'd be like one of those guys who's a nice guy when the rest of them are dicks.
Yeah, possible.
I didn't know his wife was that MMA fighting chick.
I didn't know either, but I mean,
they're kind of a cute couple together. Because they were very both growy.
That's an oddly feminine thing to say, but. And now Scotty with things my girlfriend would say.
Yeah. I stopped watching wrestling with my girlfriend, I guess. Fuck.
It's like they're kind of a cute couple, yeah, babe.
Yeah, you know it.
For sure, babe.
Yeah.
They just sit and pack another bowl. Ignore.
Well, dude, yeah. You know, often it's like every day you're like, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
okay.
It was like this week with Raw. She was like, it's time for Raw. And I was like, it probably won't be good. Like, Payback wasn't very good, so.
Well, she at least wants to watch it. I have to, like, Mrs. Vicious goes to bed, and then I stay up and watch Raw on DVR afterward. And race against time to try to get through it before I fall asleep. So, what else we got? Next week they set up for Strong and Itami. Winner gets Rue to take over.
I kind of want it to be Strong to win.
I don't think it's going to be, but...
I know, I'm just kind of over Itami. Just go back to being Kenta in Japan and go kick some ass over there.
He has not done fucking anything over here.
No.
As I said, I think it's his last chance. Who was he? Did he even really get like a good feud to fruition without being hurt?
Not really, no. They were doing the Steam thing for a bit when he first got hurt. The Steam was going, or geez, look at me go, Owens. God damn it!
It was right when he showed up, so
it's okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a pass on that. But yeah, he's never fucking done anything. Gets hurt all the fucking time. That last one was their fault. If anything, they can't bitch about that. That was their fault for putting him in with
green guys,
Tino Sabatelli and whoever the fuck else. That guy that they tagged Tino Sabatelli with for a while.
Yeah, wasn't that the guy who just got released, Chris Atkins?
Yeah. I don't know who he is. But they should release Tino Sabatelli.
Well, he's a football player, Jim.
That Kona fucking guy, too. That guy, as I said it on Twitter when I was watching this, that guy will never be money. Take this segment of audio, I implore you, people, and come back to me in 5 years. That dude will never be money.
I'll second that. I'll put my stamp of approval on that.
But yeah, then the women's fucking elimination battle royal. But yeah, you guys mentioned it, dude. Why was Candice in there just as Candice? That was weird, right?
Yeah.
She's getting signed.
She's not signed?
No, she's getting signed.
Oh.
Like when she was there, apparently it was like a tryout.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine they're gearing up for the women's tournament too, which apparently is coming out in the fall now.
Okay, well, I'm trying to think of, like, the name is super familiar to me. Fill me in on who this broad is.
Candice
Candice
LeRae
LeRae,
is Johnny
she's
Gargano's
in World's
wife.
Cutest Dope. You go, Tyler. You do it.
Okay, well, she's Johnny Gargano's wife. And she was, like Scotty said, one half of the World's Cutest Tag Team with Joey Ryan. She's the girl that got super kicked in the face with thumbtacks by the Young Bucks and bled everywhere.
She's really famous for having that bloody face shot.
Mm.
Yeah, and she everywhere she goes, she doesn't really wrestle women. She wrestles the men usually.
Okay. So she's pretty good or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's good.
That's good.
Unlike Connor Reeves, she does have me and Tyler's stamp of approval.
She does.
There you go. How about that fucking big burly bitch in the beginning?
Who was that? Was Victoria Gonzalez?
I don't know what she was.
Pretty sure that was
Any relation to Giant Gonzalez?
Is she Giant Gonzalez's sister or what?
Maybe. She was so awkward though in the ring.
He got all the looks in that fucking family. She was, dude. She looked like Frankenstein's monster or something.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it was bad.
And her gear was just not for her. Just
It was
really
not
bad.
flattering at all.
Yeah. It was pretty shitty. Eventually, we get down to the three who can wrestle, which is impressive. That's why I was like impressed by their booking. I'm like, wow, the only three chicks really. I mean, other than that girl you just mentioned, who I guess probably could wrestle. I obviously couldn't tell from that, but we're the last ones left. The rest of these chicks are shit, honestly, aren't they?
Kimberly was in there.
Yeah, Kimberly Franklin.
I guess she's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet here, though, you know?
No, exactly.
So, we've seen that on the indies. But yeah, it got down to Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and Ruby Riott, which was pretty... I like Ruby Riott, dude. I mean, I liked her in the indies, too. I
don't like the gimmick they gave her, but I like Ruby Riott in general.
Well, she's going to be a punk rock. I mean, you know, what else are they going to do with her, really?
I mean, not call her Ruby Riott. I mean, to me, she's so overly hot topic. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Becky Lynch when she was doing the punk gimmick for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, the steampunk gimmick.
Well, like she went through a little punk phase too, though, where Corey Graves would call her out on it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
She's a poser punk. Like I feel if Corey Graves was still in NXT, he would call out Ruby Riott as being a poser.
I don't know if she is punk rock or not, I guess, but
to me it sounds like it.
it's whatever.
That's the only problem I got with it, though. Is just I feel it's too force fed, but her in general I like a lot.
Yeah, it gets down to the three who can wrestle, and then Asuka interferes, and Ember Moon launches herself from the ring headfirst into the fucking rail, like, dude, tried a fucking suicide shot, man. It was crazy. That was like the worst bump I've seen all fucking week, man.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty looking.
Launched herself way too fucking far. But, of course, you know, as expected, they set up a four-way, because they never know what to do with women down here. But it is the only four women, really, that have proven they can work down there, so...
Yeah, I'm
excited
for
a good
the
match.
Yeah, the match should be good.
I mean, all these girls are good, so that's not something you get very often, right? Where all the women in a match are actually good.
No.
Should be something to look forward to based off that alone.
Yeah, I still don't get why they still have a hard-on for the Aussie cunts.
Yeah.
Get it? They're not good.
No, but...
And they're not hot either. They just, like, fucking look like Australian ratchet, man. Those chicks look ratchet to me.
Ratchet.
Looks like you put like 2 fucking condoms on before you fuck them.
I feel like Billie Kay's eyes stick together a bunch.
Yeah.
I feel like she's got like a real low IQ.
She does seem like the bottom of the barrel on the IQ standpoint. She really does.
She looks like a girl I would have taught high school to in like, or math to in high school. I used to tutor.
Ooh, Scotty was a smart kid.
I know.
Fozzie's song Judas is like one of the official song of Takeover. Who the fuck listens to Fozzy, honestly?
I was in my vehicle last night, and that song came on the radio, and I almost wanted to puke.
It's not very. I mean, it's less glam than like their older shit, but it's still like, who listens to this band? That's my question. I don't get it.
I assume super Chris Jericho fans are into Fozzy.
And 40-year-old, like 50-year-old women. It just seems like mom metal. Like a mom would be like, "Oh, I like metal and rock.
Yeah.
I listen to Fozzy."
Ugh.
You know, like I'm a real rock and roller. I like Buck Cherry. Like the fuck. So yeah, I mean that was NXT. Takeover is looking pretty good. I don't know how much I care about Rude versus anybody at this point. I love the gimmick, but man, I don't think his matches are good, and that's what I want out of a main event. At the end of the day, is like a really good match.
Yeah, I mean, we've yet to see a good match for Rude, but maybe we'll get it with the Tommy. Probably not.
We've seen good ones, we just haven't seen a great one.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
I don't think he's gonna give you a great one.
Probably not.
You know? But that's the weird thing about NXT and shit too, is like how many great matches have you seen out of a lot of those guys, you know? Joe have a great match. Nakamura had one great one, in my opinion, with Zayn. His first match in.
Yeah, before he
That
got
match
all
was-
fucking WWE brainwashed.
Yeah, before they fucking ruined him.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Something to consider. I think that's pretty much fucking it, huh? Holy shit.
That was the week of wrestling for sure.
It was a packed fucking week. This is a long ass episode.
Yeah, well, what are we pushing here? Almost 210.
Over fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, with Suplex City Limits, that's good value.
Yeah, man. Like good value for free.
Yeah, you sons of bitches.
I try to keep it at 2 hours because I don't want to be like those assholes who do like 5 hour long fucking shows.
I don't think I got the brain capacity to do a 5 hour long show.
Oh, like 2.5 hours in, I'm so fucking baked from smoking this whole time that I'm just like ready for a nap, dude.
Good old Napski.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so as always, you can check out our Facebook. We have the fucking Hall of Fame there under the album section. 100 and I don't even know at this point. I was thinking about putting a couple in quick and get us up to match the number. Because originally when we started, Rando and I did like 2 a month. I did one and he waited 2 weeks, and so now they're not the same. It's like we have 103 inductees, but we're on 108 episodes.
But hey, you do what you got to do with that Hall of Fame.
You came in, and who did you put in? You can still put people in.
No,
That's why
man.
you were like selling it. Like I was like, nah, you're done. I'm not letting you.
I mean, to
This
me,
is our Hall of Fame.
you've blown through all the ones that I am completely familiar with. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so
Yeah.
now we're going back to the 70s. I know fuck all about the 70s.
There's got to be a point where something gives, right? I mean, how many people could be in a legitimate wrestling Hall of Fame? Really?
Yeah.
You know, I think the Wrestling Observer has like 300 people, though.
There's a few. There's a few. They put in something like, what, 6 a year or something like that.
Well, they put a huge batch in right away in 93 or whatever, 96, whatever they started it.
Oh, okay.
But how many, the WWE Hall of Fame, how many people are in that shit?
Yeah, but they'll take anybody. I mean, Coco Beware is in there.
But there's a lot, too, when you figure they do like 7 at once, you know?
Yeah, and then
With
now they've started with
I-
the Heritage ones, too.
Yeah. I think we're good, dude. I'll keep putting people in the Hall of Fame. So check that out on Facebook. Throw us a like while you're fucking there. What else we got to plug? T-shirts. Buy them.
Buy all the T-shirts.
All
Buy all
four.
the T-shirts. We got a few more to sell before we can add another design. So that'd be cool if we can add something else. I don't know what it'll be, but shout
I
outs
think
as
there's a
always.
lot of rules with pro wrestling tees.
Oh yeah, man, they're a pretty tight ship over there. run a tight ship.
See, we sell our T-shirts, me and Tyler, at the Wild West.
Yeah.
What a maneuver!
What a maneuver!
What a maneuver! There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts have T-shirts over there. You should only buy these, Satpod and Federation ones, of course. Yeah, that's a cool place too, man. They got a hold of us about it, but it was like after we were already on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't really. Why would you go from Pro Wrestling Tees to whatamaneuver.net? It's a given.
It does feel like it'd be like if you played in the NHL and you're like, I'm gonna go play in the KHL now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that you guys are like, WCW to Pro Wrestling Tees WWE, but no, I'm just fucking. They're really nice. They're the guys who are nice people at that company, so props to them.
They're run by punk rock dudes.
Yeah.
Both companies, so.
I like that shit. Pro Wrestling Tees is like, you go to their frequently asked questions. It's awesome. They're like dicks about stuff,
Oh, really?
Well, kind of. I mean, they're not dicks about it, but like their FAQs are like, the responses are hilarious. Like they take it very lightly and shit. It's pretty good. But yeah, what's coming up on Satpod? What do you guys just usually do this covering the week in wrestling as well?
Just covering the week in wrestling. If, there's a new leak, we're generally on it. I think we reviewed the Power Rangers movie this week as well on the pod.
The Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, like the one that just came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. I didn't think it would be.
It sure didn't look like it was going to be.
No, one of our guys, a longtime Power Ranger fan, so he was all let down.
I would say I'm just a little too old for the fucking Power Rangers thing.
Dude, I was a huge Power Rangers fan. Huge.
You're what, 5 years younger than me?
Yeah.
So that's the difference right there. Like,
I think so. I really think so.
Yeah, that is absolutely, because that came like when I was a teenager already. But if I was a kid when that shit came out, I'd have been all about it, dude. I'd have been fucking all about it. So yeah, check out the Satpod. Follow the Satpod on Twitter. Guess what? @Satpod. I said your name like 5 times right there. Thanks,
man. That's a lot of plugs.
It's marketing. Yeah, it's like 5 in 1, like a 5-hit combo. Shout outs to our friends at Wrestling Soup, the Strap Podcast. Who else we got? I should have a list of this shit. Shooting the Shiznit Podcast. Talking About Podcast. Good guys over there.
Get in the van.
Get in the van. Out of the van.
You got 2 put together there.
Yeah, no.
Out of the van
podcast with Black Fan Steve. I don't know. I guess that's about it, huh? Those are our main peeps. Fully Loaded Wrestling. Check them out on YouTube. Anybody else? You got anything else to plug?
No, not really.
How are you doing on Federation?
We're doing I can't remember now. I think it's. Did I already do? I think it's Judgment Day 2003. Honestly.
I watch so much wrestling. It's like hard to keep straight, man.
I think the next episode will be Judgment Day 2003. I don't know what's on it. I'll find out. But yeah.
Went from being like a wrestling fan, to like once I get into podcasting, it's like now it's just out of control. Like the amount of wrestling I have to watch. Friday nights, pretty much Mrs. Vicious goes to bed. I spend like hours upon hours just watching wrestling. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's a lot of dedication we have to put in.
No shit, right? God damn. Just so we can recap it here for fucking people who probably don't watch near as much of it,
Yeah, they pick and
there
choose.
There you go. We watch it so you don't have to. I think that's going to do it. I always feel like I'm forgetting shit. I usually am, but...
Yeah, I usually forget shit all the time. I blame that on the weed.
It's okay. You're just like, it's the weed.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's a good enough... it's a good enough excuse if you ask me.
Most people be like, that's reasonable.
Yeah, those guys, they do well for substance abuse problems.
There you go. Anyone have anything else to add before we fucking depart?
I think you've got everything, Jim, sir.
Yeah, I think the bases are covered.
Oh, fucking A.
He's like, well, I wish you did.
So yeah, thanks Scotty for hanging out with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Dude, anytime, man. Like, anytime you like.
That's true. I did kind of book myself this week.
I love it, dude. I always say out there, like, for people who are, like guests we've had on multiple times, like, it's open door, man. I wish more people would be like, hey, can I come on Saturday? That's people who've been on our show, or our list of people. I don't want people being like, hey, can I come on your show? Because that sucks.
Yeah, then you gotta listen, then you gotta sometimes politely turn them down.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess I've had a couple people that were, we met and shit through that way, but I don't know, at this point it's like, you remember the old show with like Rando and we'd have like a different guest of some kind every week, and we never knew any of them, and it was like we lucked out so much with having good fucking guests.
You didn't get fucking random creepers on the internet.
I guess you guys were those guys too, right? I mean, I probably hit both of you up at some point to be like, hey, you want to come on the show? And you did.
Oh yeah, I had to ask all these other podcasts about you, and they were like, whew, you don't want to hear about the Suplex City boys. They get rowdy.
So I guess, maybe I should get back out there, but it's just so much easier. Like, starting this up was so much more carefree with just me, you, and, like, having Scott on. It's like, oh, great, this will be nothing. For someone I don't know, it's like, oh, here we go,
Yeah, what did we get here?
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Good hang out with you. Next week, who knows? You never know who's going to be on the show. We announced them on Twitter, so give us a follow over there. But I think that's it. We can get on with the fucking lives. Until next week, may you get all of the dick and or pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you.
One, fight! Round two, fight! You win! Round three, fight!
Ha!
クリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバークリアダイバー fight!
Ha! win. Round 2, fight!
Huh.